What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on? What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate it. Let me put my ops up to the top. Put my ops at the top. So put a referee in between us. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. We in the building. Slimmy will be back in a second. He trying to fix his gimbal and his camera. But we got our friends and family in the building, and they gonna come as they get here. Just shout out to Miss Sanchez back from
New
airport hell.
Yeah.
Q in the building. What up, Q? And then we got Stay at Home Brittany in the building. What's
Hi.
going on, y'all? I think we gonna have a dope show today. I'm waiting for Slimmy to get back in. But what's going on, y'all? What's the word?
Not much.
How was your vacation, Miss Sanchez? Let's start there.
Well, I barely have a voice, so there's that.
Oh,
But it ain't.
you must have been having a good time.
No, it's from all the different weather changes. I'm getting sick. I leave here, it was 80 degrees. I get to New York, it's cold. I leave New York, it's warm. I get back here, it's cold.
Yeah, that'll do it to you every single time. Every single time, it'll do it to you. What's up, Q? What's the word, big dog?
That's it. I'm slow motion.
Slow motion?
Just chilling back. Number one team in the league. You know what we do in OK City.
I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, slow motion is better than no motion. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm with that 100%. What's up, Britt?
Not much. Just chilling for the most part.
How does it feel to be a senior citizen?
Man.
Considering that you've had an opportunity to live for a little bit under your new age.
Oh, you did have a birthday.
Hey, why Q looking crazy at me like I'm the one that's out?
What you mean?
I probably didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm like, yo, she a senior citizen. What's going on?
Senior citizen. That's crazy.
Tenure
like
citizen.
once you hit a certain age, everything just starts changing, like with your body. It's like, why are my knees like not? No, seriously, it's not even funny. Like I went to the doctor today. I'm like, why are my knees popping? So, but I mean, it's cool.
My legs is back to normal.
Are they?
Yeah, we back right.
Congratulations, Q Diddy.
I got out the house. I got on the bike. Did a little something, started moving around, get the blood circulation going. We back to normal. About to run this half marathon in about 2 months.
Hey, equal opportunity smoke. I seen you in the chat earlier. If you want to come up also, you can, because I'm pretty sure you probably got some thoughts on this. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat just for EOS. Specifically, if he want to come through on this Jay-Z topic, because I like to get the younger person's perspective, the youngest person's perspective. Slimmy, what's the word, bro?
We finally working, I guess. This shit was acting like it ain't want to work. Yeah, we good though, man. Yeah, I got a lot of comments.
They already gave you an extra year, Brittany. They said you look amazing for 40.
Jesus.
Damn.
I'll be 40 next year. I'm 39. So. Yeah.
You said bet the Hawks get my Pistons. I'm gonna have to go to that.
Remember our $500 bet? I think you need to remember that.
What was the bet again?
That someone from the West was going to win the playoffs, the championship.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Want to up it?
You said what?
You want to up it?
What, 2 racks?
You ain't said nothing but a word to me. You can't. You gonna pick your number.
I was just saying, nigga, no one in the East is gonna win the championship, bro.
Well, then if I said, do you want to? I asked a direct question. I don't know what we sitting here negotiating. I mean,
we're gonna go to an even.
5, we can go to whatever you want to go to.
Let me look at my 401k and see what I got. I ain't got no funds in my regular bank account.
Well, listen, we got a phenomenal show for y'all tonight. I think it's gonna be a great show. We're gonna focus 100%. This is a concept show, so I'm trying new things, experimenting, putting different themes on different nights. And so, what better time to experiment with a new format? And that I did do this before, but we're gonna do it specifically about this person in this interview. And so, I think that the interview it had enough substance for us to break down for the whole night, because I think it would be doing. You know, when we talk about different people and we add certain subjects in, a lot of times what will happen is we miss a whole lot of what we need to talk about in that interview because we only slot them in a small space, you know? And I think from, culture to being a billionaire, what amount of money is too much money? Why do we demonize certain people? The battles, have they become too toxic? Competition on the internet, has the internet, social media become too toxic? Is it possible for Jay to make another classic album? For those of you that believe that he has a classic album, and why don't some people consider him the GOAT? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of conversations, a lot of context. I took my time and I found the clips that I think makes the most sense for each subject. And so I think that y'all in for a really, really, really good night tonight. So any thoughts before we jump into it?
None.
My kid, she had her first street race tonight.
What up, EOS? What do you mean her first street race?
What it do, y'all?
Bike?
What up, homie?
No, we was in the truck. This little Mustang thought that he had something for us, but we got him. I don't know nothing about that V6 twin turbo.
V6 twin turbo. Gotcha.
Just like some slight truck work.
All right.
She said, Daddy, did we just race?
EOS, your audio good, big dog?
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Y'all ready to
put the light in front of you this way.
Yep.
All right. First clip. Let's get it popping.
How would you rate your 2025? Like, looking back on the last year?
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred, with all we in the space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby.
The civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
That shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like you don't put that on someone. Like that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person, especially a person like me. Like even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You know, you hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. You know, morals, integrity, code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard, and I knew that we was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that because you know, first of all, it's not true, and the truth is, you know, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense.
So, I don't know what happened to Slimmy's camera, but hopefully he heard the clip and hopefully he's familiar with that clip. Jay spoke about being heartbroken over the lies and the accusations that was made against him in the culture, obviously in 25, 24, whatever. Is he justified in being heartbroken over the lies and how people treated him and how people came at him unjustly? Anybody can jump in. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's entitled to feel that way.
Why?
Because the accusations weren't accurate, and a lot of people, you know, pretty much turned their back on him because of that. A lot of people wanted to see him fall during that time because a lot of people do feel like he might be guilty of certain things, but in particular situation, it didn't look like the accusations were true. So I think he started to see that a lot of people weren't checking for him the way he might have thought that they were.
All right, that's fair. You good, Slimmy?
Yeah, I think I'm back.
All right, that's what's up. I don't know if you had the opportunity to see the clip that I just played.
Yeah, he was talking about the allegations. I just listened to it on YouTube since I knew this shit was gonna fuck up. I don't know. Somebody called me, man.
You need me to come over and hook your stuff up, bro?
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And do you think that he's justified in being heartbroken over the lies?
I doubt if he was heartbroken, but he was probably pissed off.
Well, that's what he said. He said that he was.
I don't think he was heartbroken. Yeah, like I think he just. I don't buy that. Like,
why not, Slim?
I mean, I seen this nigga slap a kid, dog.
What that mean?
Yeah, I don't think he's heartbroken by allegation.
I don't understand what the relevance is. Objection.
I don't think he's that type of person that gets heartbroken over things like that. I think he just keep it moving. I think he just keep it moving. Like he don't move in that manner where allegations break his heart. I think that was a bad choice of words, but I think he was pissed. Yeah, absolutely, and he's justified for being pissed. I think that's fair.
What about all of the stuff that people were saying about him, though? Not just the allegations. What about all of the stuff that, you know, social media and the culture?
What other things were said?
What do you mean? People were accusing him of some of the most heinous things. They was basically comparing him to Diddy.
I just said it. I mean, I think he's justified in being upset. Yeah, like I don't want that shit. I won't want that shit put on me. Hell no. Fuck that. You can't put that shit on me. I just don't think he's heartbroken by it though. I don't. Well, wait. If you start talking about like, if it depends now. Now that I think of celebrities, which I never heard any other celebrities like step out and talk about them. Then maybe that might be a thing. Like people that he was close to, if people that he was close to kind of like flipped on him, I could see that. But I don't think anybody flipped on Jay. I don't think nobody flipped on him like that. Because it was just obscene allegations. You know, there was nobody. I don't think there was any proof. So
well, it wasn't no proof. That's
I don't think it was like anyone was like severed ties with him over something like that. I don't think anybody who truly knows him severed ties with him over that, because it
do
was
you
so
think?
far fetched.
Do you think like maybe the heartbreak could have came like no one like spoke up for him either? Like when stuff like this happens, like people fall back. They don't say nothing.
Anton from AntonDaniels.com did.
Oh, you don't count.
I don't count. Why not?
But I'm just like his niggas that's been down with him. Like no one said anything. They just let this nigga's name get drugged. Like no one like, hey, I know this dude's character. Like no one stood up for him. They just let it rock.
No. I don't think that's true either. It was plenty of people like I'm not even a Jay-Z fan, and I won for it. So I know those people riding for him.
No, not. I'm talking about his people. Like I know you. We've been in like his homeboys. Like no one came out and like when stuff happened, people come out and make public statements. Then no one do that for him.
People don't usually make public statements about public allegations.
I don't know. Well, I know. Because that Shannon Sharp thing, that Shannon Sharp thing, Stephen A. Smith said something about it. He was like, "Nah, that ain't the dude I know." Like, so niggas that's ride or die. They say something. I think.
I mean, who's gonna say something? So give me somebody who would have said something.
I don't know Jay-Z like this, or just one of his niggas.
Right.
Nigga, make a statement. No one made a statement on his behalf.
So a lot of people that are close to him, they street dudes. So you're not gonna get no statement from any of them. You're not gonna get no statement from people at record labels because they don't address allegations. You know what they don't address things like that. It's a rumor.
This nigga gets to pick the Super Bowl.
A lot of corporations, they don't address rumors. Contrary to what people believe, corporations don't address rumors like that. And there was nothing that stuck at all. Like everybody was just like, this is so far-fetched.
Everybody makes a statement.
That's not true.
Like when Shannon Sharp got in trouble, like ESPN made a statement. Like they make statements, like not positive or negative. Yeah. They make a statement. They say something.
They made a statement after Shannon Sharp already A1'd it. He said he was involved with the woman. They knew he was involved with the woman. He didn't deny anything. These weren't allegations. This was a real thing with Shannon Sharp. So yeah, that doesn't count. This is real. That was a real thing. He had to pay the girl. He actually was in a relationship with her. That's a totally different scenario. That was actuality. We're talking about allegations from some far-fetched woman who's mentally disabled. Like, no, nobody's going to address that. Nobody's going to address that. Why would they?
I don't think it was just the allegations of that. It was like people was coming at. It was like people had been waiting a long time to be able to come at him and say some stuff about him. I thought that it was diabolical. I didn't think it was right.
It's heavy. You can't get away from it.
When you say that you don't think that he was heartbroken, I think he was absolutely heartbroken. I would be. You care. He cared about to be honest with you, let's be real. Like, he cared about what people felt because, he has impacted the culture in a lot of ways and influence. I mean, he's thrown his celebrity, everything behind a lot of different issues that he didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So I would be heartbroken. Absolutely, I would be heartbroken.
Yeah, I don't think Jay-Z was heartbroken over it. That's just me. But I can't never prove it.
Everybody got feelings. Everybody.
I think he a heartless dude. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Some of this shit that I seen.
Why?
Some of the shit that I heard. Yeah. I mean, he said he shot his best friend. Like, I can only go by the things that he said. That's his own song. He sold crack to his mom. He's a heartless dude. Like, let's stop. Let's stop playing games. Let's stop playing games.
I don't believe that he's heartless.
He told you in his music. He tells you in his music he's heartless. Like, you don't gotta just say it.
You might have done some things in your lifetime, but I think that everybody has something, and some people and people care about how people feel about you, and that is one of the things even okay, let's just say hypothetically, like let's just take a serial killer. Serial killers don't just kill for the thrill, they also care about their public perception, which is one of the reasons why they go and revisit the scenes of the crime. It's another reason why they care about their legacy, their celebrity, how they're labeled, the name that people give them, that the media give them, as far as them being, they care about the perception. Now that's an extreme example to illustrate a point, but coming back to it, if you're telling me that somebody, like, how heartless is heartless, for example, like you may have come up at a time, or no, I'm being serious. You may have come up at a time or an environment that forced you to be and move in a heartless way in order for you to survive. But at the same time, you may have grown to be 40, 50, 60 years old. You got your own family, you got your own daughters, you got your own sons. You got a wife, you got people that you care about around you. You want to do business a certain way. You can't tell me that he doesn't care about his family or the perception or how any allegation may affect how his daughters may feel about him when they go to school. It's a lot of things that you can say somebody cares about. And if you're telling me that you could just use a blanket, heartless statement to justify that somebody doesn't care about false allegations when they've spent money to clear those allegations and didn't just pay a settlement, I think that that's a clear indication that somebody cares.
We're not talking about caring. We're talking. I refuted that. I don't think the dude is heartbroken because I think he's heartless. There's no question that he's heartless. He sold drugs to his own mama. I said he killed his best friend. They saying that he killed his brother. We not gonna ever make this seem like this is a dude who cares about public perception or like that, because he wouldn't have put that shit in his music.
I definitely think he does. I don't. 100%.
No, absolutely not.
I think he probably didn't at one point because he was on, like, everyone just loved Jay-Z. But because of this situation, it showed him that, you know what I mean? Like, people will go against you, or people will have a different opinion of you. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, people can see you in a different light. Whether or not he's a good person or not, people now have a perception of you that you more than likely aren't a good person. And there's still people even right now that are saying that this is damage control, that he's doing interviews now and that he's, you know what I mean, like talking more all of a sudden and doing this concert and all this stuff as damage control because he doesn't want his name to look bad. So to me, that would tell me that he does care about his name, you know what I mean, his reputation more, and what the people think about you. In my opinion, I think that shows a little, because Jay-Z doesn't have to, he don't have to do anything. He doesn't have to make music. He doesn't have to do an interview. Like, he doesn't have to do none of this. You know what I mean? So to me, I would assume that maybe he does care, whether it's damage control or not. That still shows that you care to some degree.
You're wrong. No, not with these type of allegations. He had no choice. He had, first off, the whole thing, Diddy is on trial. He had no choice. He had to separate himself from that type of shit. Like, he works for the NFL. He's like the largest name in hip hop. Yes, he doesn't care about what people actually think about him, but he had to do something in that scenario. So I think we're conflating the two things, what I'm talking about. I don't think that dude really give a fuck about somebody saying, yeah, man, well, Jay was caught up in it. He don't give a fuck about that. He legally had to separate himself from the whole situation. So he had to do that. He had to.
People in jail, people in prison care about allegations of raping or being with an underage girl. Everybody that, like, killers, like straight up stone cold assassins, care about allegations of rape or being a pedophile. How are we saying, even if you were 100% right about what he alleged in his past and all of that, how can you make the argument that somebody wouldn't care about how people felt about him being accused of the things that he was being accused of?
Well, you're not talking about what we were talking about. You
I
moving
did.
the goalposts.
You said you don't think that
You're moving the
How am I moving
goalposts.
the goalposts? Like,
Because you're talking about people in prison. We're not talking about.
I'm using that as an example to illustrate.
You're using it as an example.
Even the most hardened criminals care about the perception that they have amongst other prisoners.
Yeah, because they don't want to get killed. You get beat.
No, it's because that's
no. You get beaten brutally if you have pedophile on your sheet. So let's stop.
No,
We gotta stop.
that's not why.
Nobody wants.
Okay, so let me ask you a
That's
question. Slim.
absolutely
Let me ask you
why.
a question.
That's
Let me ask you a
absolutely why. Do
question.
you
Let me
think
ask you a
they
question.
won't give?
Let me
They
ask you a
won't give
question,
two.
Slimmy. Let me ask you a question.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Before you ask
Come
me
on,
a question.
Slim. We can get to it.
Well,
I want to ask the question.
Hold on. I want to finish speaking because this is the thing. The whole thing is I'm talking about Jay doesn't care what the average person thinks about who he is. I don't think he was heartbroken. No, I don't.
Let me ask you a question, Slimmy. Let me ask you a question. Why are the hardened criminals? Because you saying that they care about getting hurt, right? Why do the people that hurt them care so much? You have stone cold criminals. Look at it from the other perspective. Stone cold killers, stone cold criminals, drug dealers, killer, whatever it is, any crime, white collar crime, whatever. Why do they look to hurt people that hurt children and hurt women?
Because children and women are against the rules.
So if they care about whether or not these things are relevant or if somebody did it, then you're telling me that I can't use that on either side as a perspective to say that somebody cares about these type of allegations that's being levied against them.
I already said he has to distance himself from this legally. He didn't want no parts of that. First off, we already knew this was far-fetched. My thing is, he doesn't care about what the average person is saying about him. He doesn't. To say that he's heartbroken, I don't agree.
Absolutely does.
I don't agree.
Absolutely does. I think that every man cares about their legacy. And part of your legacy is how people feel about you, because that's the thing that determines whether or not they make a statue of you or they tear one down. Every man I'm not even sure that you can really say that you have the level of testosterone that you're supposed to have if you don't care about your legacy and how people feel about you.
We're not talking about legacy. We're talking about the average American making an allegation about him. We're not talking about legacy.
It wasn't the average American, Slimmy. The whole internet was trending, talking about allegations that was made. It wasn't just a regular person that's hanging out on the street.
Well, you're missing what I'm saying. You're not grasping what I'm saying. I don't think Jay-Z was heartbroken unless it was people in his circle that turned his back on him, and that didn't happen. I think he's saying things so people can have sympathy for him. Because
why would he look to get sympathy if he don't care?
He did. So if you're gonna let me finish, what do you mean? So he don't care?
If you don't care, why do you need the people to give you sympathy?
Because he's a master manipulator. What do you mean?
Slimmy, you contradicting yourself, bro.
No, I'm not. You contradicted yourself.
How am I contradicting myself?
You proved my point because you started talking about the women. You started talking about people in prison care about women and children. And I said legally he's trying to distance himself from that. But I don't think he cares about what the average American thinks or the average person thinks about these allegations. I just don't. Okay. I just don't. I don't.
So you don't think that he's justified? Okay, so basically this whole question is null and void in your opinion, because you don't believe it's a possibility for him to be heartbroken.
Say that again, my bad.
So basically this question is null and void for you because you don't think it's a possibility for him to be heartbroken. You don't even think this question applies.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't think, I'm going to say it again, I don't think he cares about what the average person thinks about him. I think the only way he would be heartbroken is if somebody who was actually on his team turned on him, and I don't think that took place.
I think that everybody cares about what people think to an extent. Maybe not as much, or maybe you become a little bit more callous, or maybe you a little bit stronger, or whatever. You've trained yourself or whatever. But I think that to an extent, I think that everybody cares.
You're wrong. You don't even care about what people say about you, Anton. Stop.
No, listen. I care to an extent, like everybody else. I don't care about people that don't like me, what they think. Like if somebody, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is low hanging fruit, or if somebody a crackhead, or if somebody is degenerate, or if somebody only doing it for the money, then I know that there's an ulterior motive behind it. And so that's a different perspective. I care about what my bag chasers think. I care about what my audience think. I care about what people, people that care about me. I care about what they think.
So you just gonna prove my point?
What do you mean? How am I?
You literally just proved my point. You said what I said in another way. I literally said I don't think Jay-Z would be heartbroken unless the people in his circle turned on him, and I don't think that's what happened.
Wait, first of all,
that's what you're talking about.
First of all, I'm not Jay-Z. The argument that I'm making on behalf of Jay-Z is completely different than the argument that I'm making on behalf of myself. I'm not going to discount if somebody say that they heartbroken. I'm going to believe them. I'm not proving your point with Jay-Z by using my own self and saying that I care. That don't even make sense.
But even if it was Slimmy saying that, like,
Slimmy, you don't care about nothing, and then you say, "Oh well, maybe I don't really care about nothing." That don't have nothing to do with Jay-Z.
Man, you know Jay-Z don't care what the average person.
But I get what Slimmy is saying, because you said that if you're comparing it to what Anton said, if you're saying that the regular people or whatever don't matter and he wouldn't care, but what about his fans that want, he has a lot of fans that flipped on him. So would he be heartbroken about his fans flipping on him?
Nope. Shouldn't give a fuck. Man, listen. I could drop a straight dud. I'ma stay up. It's all in his lyrics. Come on now. Stop playing. He don't give a fuck. He's just somebody who's heartless. He don't give a fuck, but he gonna separate himself from some bullshit that'll ruin his reputation. Hell yeah, everybody would. That's not the argument though. The argument ain't about separating, ain't about your reputation. It's about what the average person cares, because we talking about people who don't matter. In all reality, they don't matter. Nobody gonna stop buying this album. Everybody who worship him gonna keep worshiping him. That ain't gonna change.
Slimmy, I think
it's just the facts.
I think you let your
don't do that, Anton. This ain't about no bias. No.
I think Slimmy lets his bias.
No, see, this is the problem. When Anton caught up, you didn't contradicted yourself. You didn't prove my point by saying what you think about you. You proved my point by saying what you think about you, and now you want to talk about bias. No, nobody's biased. I'm just keeping it straight manila.
No. This is separate from the conversation that we're having. I'm speaking separately from that. I believe.
So where's the bias?
I believe that you're biased.
Where's the bias?
Just let me.
You got to substantiate that. That's a major claim.
Well, before I can substantiate, I got to finish it. I said the same sentence 6 times. Before I substantiate it, I got to finish the sentence. I believe that Slimmy's bias is going to play a role tonight in this conversation about different subject matter. And because Jay is inserted into it, if it wasn't Jay and you took somebody else and you put it in place of it, I think that we will be having a completely different conversation. But because it's Jay, and I don't believe that Slimmy care for Jay at all, then I think that his bias is going to show tonight. But I could be wrong.
This is why I don't like. No, that's bogus, because you're already. No, because you're trying to paint a narrative. Slimmy, even have a conversation. That's not fair. That's not cool.
But I'm open to being wrong, and that's what my hypothesis is. That's what my hypothesis is. That's my educated guess of what I believe is going to happen. Man. But I am open to being wrong.
That's bad, Anton. That's real bad. It's cool though.
That's my opening statement.
How I misquote lyrics? How I misquote lyrics? I'm gonna drop a straight dud. I could drop a straight dud. I'm gonna stay up. That's a song, nigga.
Anybody else got any thoughts before we go to clip 2?
I think he is heartbroken, but only reason I think this is because he thought he was too big for something like this to happen. And when it did happen, he thought he was too big for the internet to like turn against him at the same time. So he probably do care about it, but oh well, he's Jay-Z, so
I don't think when people know that, like, when the internet negativity comes after you on the internet, and just like, nigga, every time you click on something, your face pop up with some negativity. Like, it sucks. Like, I've had it happen to me before. Like, I ain't nobody, nigga. And every time I clicked on any social media, nigga, there's my name and niggas talking shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I had to get out the internet for like 6 months, nigga. Shit. I was like, God damn, y'all niggas don't like me like that. I feel, you know.
In this conversation, y'all gonna see AD's favoritism towards Jay-Z. Watch. Mark my words. Mark my words. He gonna let this nigga off the hook in every way he can, and he gonna start saying, "Nah, he the GOAT. He the GOAT. You can't do that to the GOAT." Watch.
Listen,
Watch.
I accept your statement, and I accept the fact that you can make that assessment at the end of the show. You don't accept my statement. I accept your statement.
I only said my statement because you said yours.
You should not be a follower. You need to be a leader.
I am a leader, but I gotta point out. I gotta point out somebody being biased towards me.
I'm not being biased. I'm making it a hypothesis. I'm making a hike.
Why would you make that after one topic? I ain't say nothing. You made that after one topic.
Because we ain't
need to do the whole thing. You knew what you were doing.
That's not true, Slimmy. You
were trying to set a precedent for later in the conversation. They calling it out in the chat. They called you out already.
I can't see the chat.
You don't care about the chat.
I don't care about the chat. No. You know why I don't care about the chat? No. You know why I don't care about the chat? Context matters. Context matters.
Let's get it.
I don't care about looking at the chat so that it influences what I'm saying during the show. I care about the chat. Chat lives matters, but I don't want it to impact what I'm going to say and influence me. I got to look at the chat in order to read the super chats, but I don't care about what people are saying negatively or positively about what we talking about. I don't care about that. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. That's the context.
Mm-hmm.
That's the context.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a good one.
That's why I don't censor the chat. I don't care what they say. The context matters. Any additional thoughts?
Yeah, let's get it.
I think that people, one thing that he said in his interview was that people don't want to just come after you when they want to bring you down. They want to come after your family. And I think that was one of the things that I had caught my attention. It caught my attention a lot because, like Quentin said, this internet is interesting because they act like they have the authority to do the things that they do to try to tear you down. And no one gave you that authority just because you're the internet.
Yeah, they did.
Until we give it to them for
everybody
sure.
Everybody got a voice now. Then.
Mm-hmm. But until the allegations come out, I mean, I can't really say much about them. What is factual that I have noticed is that everybody's talking about is the age difference when he started dating Beyonce, but that's neither here or there. Well, until something comes out about him, I can't really say like whether he's a good or bad person, just based on just lyrics.
Molly here.
Hey, everybody.
All right, y'all. Let me read some of these super chats, and we're gonna go to question number two. Let me see. TS Car Washing Detail Services. AD, you saw Jason Whitlock. Reason why you don't like Stephen A. I did. I'm staying out of that, bro. I'm not even gonna react to it. I'm not gonna react to Stephen A's. I'm not gonna react to Jason Whitlock because I'm very cool with Jason Whitlock. And me and Stephen A just exchanged phone numbers yesterday. And so we got a cool little thing. And so it would be bad for me to comment on it because I would be biased. And I couldn't be objective.
Y'all laughed at me. I was excited that Stephen A. Smith responded to my tweet 6 years ago.
I told him about you too.
No, you didn't. No,
I did.
That's funny.
I did. We had a conversation. I told him about it because we supposed to be connecting and we're gonna be shooting something for my platform, but I'm not. I said my homeboy said that he tweeted you.
This don't even, no, this don't even sound right. This don't even sound believable. Whoa.
I did.
Whoa.
I said my homeboy said that he tweeted you, and that you responded. I said, "Do you?" And because I asked him, do he actually control his own social media, or do he have other people that handle it? Because I wanted to see if he was lying or not.
Mm-hmm. Was it him or his handlers?
You see in the interview.
Ah, shit. That's funny.
TS says Molly called everyone guilty even when proven innocent. DJ Jammin' Jimmy says Jay-Z is proof that rich people go through more than poor people. So many responsibilities. Wealth distracts from misery. It doesn't buy. Oh, I agree with this 100%. We're going to get into it because I see EOS over there looking a little crazy. Slim Head is fried, says TS. BD says AD. You say you was gonna have a new girl on. Yeah, I'm curating her right now. I gotta make sure that they are. I'm going through a vetting process. Maybe I'll have a Snow Bunny episode of them in person and have them come on here and we'll see which one y'all like the most. I got some bad Snow Bunnies.
The Winter Wonderland episode. Oh, this gonna be Quinn's favorite. That's gonna be his favorite episode.
Let it snow.
I don't.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
I'm in a serious relationship. I can't talk about women anymore.
Tell G says
pride is frightful.
Celtics or Cavs is coming out of the East. That's a lie. Spurs or OKC is winning the ship. Well, we can just say Spurs.
Facts. Go ahead, put that 1K. Let me.
Spurs. TS Car Washing Detail Services. Slim, you know allegations is worse than the truth. That's the fact.
Well, not. Never.
TS Car Washing Detail Services. Slim, he spent a lot of money on the allegations.
What does that mean?
Love says there goes my baby. Hold on, let me give her.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Callie Mike says, "What up, though? What up, Callie Mike?" TS Car Washing Detail Service says, Slim, stop, big dog, AD cooking. Slim think that Jay is iRobot. DJ Vapor says, AD, do we equate the fact that Jay-Z has been with two guys, including R. Kelly and P. Diddy, is in a sort of guilty association? You know, I was about to crack this crazy joke about one of my ops, but I'm going to be a better person today.
Yes.
I was literally about to crack this crazy joke, but it hit me right off the bat. DJ Vapors, thank you for that super chat. I am a new person. I'm turning a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? Chris Cunningham says, shout out to the queen. All right, let me go ahead and give her the update. There we go. Slimmy with the dub on this topic, says Callie Mike. Truthful D says, now the internet has 3 weeks worth of content. I don't know where they would get 3 weeks worth of content. On what? Snow bunnies? Oh, snow bunnies. That's what they're talking about. Okay. Tell G says Slim has become better in substantiating his arguments because you used to be ass, my guy.
When someone called him out from articulating himself, he had to go back to the lab and hone his skills.
No.
All right.
I always substantiate my argument the same way.
Clip 2. Here we go.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like on Universal Soldier, I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first. And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take no one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never going to win like that.
So, and this don't have to just be applicable to Jay-Z. Obviously, we're going to speak about Jay because he said it, but also just the culture in general or Black people in general. Are you labeled a sellout once you hit a certain threshold and make a certain amount of money? And is he unjustifiably, or is he justifiably not upset, but did he address the issue appropriately, saying that why do we have a limit to where then we become a sellout versus we don't put that label on anybody else about it? Don't worry about it. Not all at one time.
Yeah, all rich Black people are considered sellouts. I don't know why.
Why?
I think why. Well, I think you do know why. Because they out the way. They most of them, they shun where they came from. Once they get a little bit of something, they move out the hood. They move to the whites.
You got to though.
They don't go back and hand out money on the corners. I get it. That makes sense.
Why does it make sense? So let me reverse.
Like, remember where you came from. It's like, I feel like it's a thing.
Let me reverse it.
You can't just flip flop because you got some dollars.
Why don't we put that same label on white people?
I was just about to ask that.
Well, I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know that to be true. Like in mass, I don't know of white people moving elsewhere because they got some money. I don't know that. I don't see that.
You don't think that white people move out of poverty and wind up going to a neighborhood?
But it looks different on them because they just moved from broke white people to rich white people, but they still white people. We moved from we moved from nigga shit to white people.
Why do you think that most people that move into but see, this is where my problem is because we automatically assume that when you move to a better neighborhood, that means that you move to a white neighborhood. I would have you to know
it does.
It does not. If you go into any suburban area, it's not all, nor sometimes is it made up mostly of white people. It's Asians. Bro, if you go out to California, go to San Diego, most of the neighbors and most of the people that's balling, they not white. It's Asian.
I live in Oklahoma.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
That's not true here.
We have a lot of neighborhoods I'll say in Atlanta, but in different parts of Georgia that are predominantly Black, and they're like upscale neighborhoods. So I do get it though. Like to the masses, they would say that those neighborhoods are considered white neighborhoods. I mean, if we're being honest, that is typically what people say. I don't think that we should look at it that way though. I think that it's weird when I'm gonna stick to the Black culture. Like when Black people say that they want us to do better, but then when we do better, then we're a sellout. It's like, how do we get ahead without getting hated on by our own people? How do we, you know what I'm saying? Like how do we make something of ourselves just to get hated on? Because you might not have what that other person has. I don't believe in that. I think that yes, people do call, people that make it out the hood or whatever you want to call it a sellout, but I think that's ignorant. Because I feel as though like we should be able to do that. That's the whole point. Like we should be able to, whether you move to a quote unquote white neighborhood or just an upscale neighborhood with a bunch of different nationalities, whatever. But why is that bad? Why does that make you a sellout? That just means that you're successful. And you know what I mean? Like, so I don't hear other cultures say stuff like that. And maybe it does look different in those cultures, but I think we don't want to see us grow. We say we do, but we don't.
I think the thing is the problem with the whole thing is like black people want to look for entertainers to save them, and that's the wrong people to look for to save you because they can't and they won't. I don't think it's even in some of their best interests to go back to the hood. Like the average person getting money probably shouldn't be in the hood. Like once you're out of there, stay out. But I think the problem with a lot of conversations where people get labeled sellout, it's not because they're rich. It's because they've usually done something that affects the black community in a negative way. So, for instance, Jay-Z, he's the face of gentrification in Brooklyn to some people, because of when he bought the Nets and he had people sell their homes that had lived there for decades. They had their brownstones for decades, and he had them pushed out. He was the face of that, whereas they used them, to do dirty work so they could get that arena built, and they built up that whole part. And I can't say that it's wrong on his end because he's making a business deal. But on the other side of it, it's people who are going to look at him like a sellout because, hey, man, why would you do that? Why would you be the face of a basketball franchise and you only put up $1 million and moved everybody out? So I think it's different for Jay-Z in that aspect because it's people in his own city that don't love him anymore due to that situation. Just getting money. I don't think people was just mad because he was getting money because from what I heard, he always had bread. So I don't think that's the case with him. So it's just strange. It's a strange predicament that Jay-Z is it's peculiar because he's Jay and a lot of people they look up to him, but his mentality is a little different from the people that look up to him. So it's other people. They just like, oh, he's just a sellout or whatever. They just label him that. And it's for some good reason for some people. Because if you had to lose your brownstone that you had for decades that was worth over $1 million and you got 550,000 for it, well, yeah, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all how you look at it. But I also think black people look to entertainers. They put too much emphasis on them because it's regular black people that get money and there ain't no vitriol for them. There's no anger about them getting no money. That they live their life, they enjoy it. Like nobody's mad at Jermaine Dupri. Nobody hates Jermaine Dupri. Let's just be honest.
Is he a billionaire?
So Janet Jackson.
He's extremely successful.
But we talking about money. Talking about money specifically.
JD is extremely successful, and you don't hear nobody complaining about him.
Again, I think it's a difference between a billionaire and Jermaine Dupri.
Is he not successful though? He's a very successful guy, extremely successful. You don't hear anything like that about him. You don't hear anything like that about Timbaland. You don't hear stuff about like
you crazy. People just came in. The whole internet was on Timbaland's ass.
Yeah, because he did something obscene. But before that, nobody was at this dude.
You just said
nobody.
I'm not gonna dig into what all of that. You just said we don't hear nothing about Timbaland. People came at JD the whole time that he was talking to Janet Jackson. They was coming at JD. That's a fact. People been coming at Timbaland for the last 3 years.
Because of the thing with the AI and the music, because he set people up to put their music in the AI programming, and he was stealing songs. That's totally different. You never heard people complain about JD, Timbaland. You don't hear people complaining about that.
They was coming at Timbaland for working with Justin Timberlake. They did a whole lot of stuff about Timbaland. They've been talking about Timbaland for years. They said that they went at him for working with Justin Timberlake, but not doing another something else with Genuine. Absolutely, they said that he sold out.
When?
100% they said he sold out. When he was working with Justin Timberlake and he wasn't doing nothing with Genuine.
Genuine wasn't doing nothing. He was up Soleil's ass. What are we talking about?
Slimmy, you trying to change the conversation. They absolutely have been going at Timberland the whole time.
No, you're changing the conversation. Anton.
No, I'm not. You're changing the conversation. You can't say something and then I rebut it, and then you say, "Oh no, you're changing the conversation."
You're not rebut.
If that's the case, if it's about changing the conversation,
no.
If it's about changing the conversation,
no. Nobody has ever come at JD or Timberland about their success. Stop. That's not true.
I just gave you an example.
That's not about success. That's about who he was working with.
Because when you work with Justin Timberlake, he went to.
That's about who JD was in a relationship with.
No. When Timberland worked with Justin Timberlake, when Timberland worked with Justin Timberlake, he went to an entirely different atmosphere. He went to a whole nother level, a completely different level. He sold more records with Justin Timberlake than any other artist that he was working with. What are you talking about, bro?
Man, I ain't never heard nobody get mad at Timberland for working with Justin Timberlake over Genuine. I've never heard that in my life. Okay, the problem that people had was with Justin Timberlake. It was not with Timberland. They said, "How you gonna cross over and start making this type of music when we known you to be in this boy band for years? Why are you making this type of music?" They was mad at Justin Timberlake because he was getting R&B awards. They were not mad at Timberland.
Okay, Slimmy. The fact of the matter is that they did demonize Jay. He is on a whole nother level than Timberland, Jay-Z. Than Timberland, JD, and anybody else. The only people that was in his atmosphere was Diddy. That's it. That's the only person that relatively was on the same level as Jay. That's the only person that you can even compare him to as far as success is concerned in the industry. Everybody else is tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. It's not even in the same space. Can't even compare them, bro. Can't use Jermaine Dupri as a comparative analysis of Jay-Z.
We're not using it as a comparative analysis.
You did.
I'm just literally. No, I didn't.
Ain't nobody come after JD. Like, what does that got to do with
Jay-Z? What I said that time? Did you even hear what
I said? Yes, I did. I listened to what you said.
You didn't.
And we said,
no, you didn't.
And somebody said, "Well, he's not a billionaire." You said, "But he's successful."
I'm not talking about him being a billionaire. I literally prefaced the whole conversation by saying that people don't get mad at the average person getting money. They don't get mad at them. They don't call them sellouts. And then I went on and even move it up a notch and say, I never really heard nobody call JD no sellout. I ain't heard nobody mad at his success. I'm literally bumping it up a notch. I'm literally bumping it up a notch from what I originally said. You aren't keeping up with what I'm saying, Anton. I literally just bumped it up.
Because he's
not talking about being in the same sphere. I prefaced
the reason why he's not in the same sphere is because it's not just about being successful. It's being in the same conversations as who we perceive to be billionaires, and there's an elite club. When it's a whole bunch of millionaires, nobody trip about it anymore. When you became a millionaire, that was a milestone back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and even the 2000s. When you become a billionaire, now you're being mentioned in the same conversations and you're sitting at a different table with a whole new group of people, which is one of the reasons why they start to label you a sellout, because they try to say that you're doing business with a certain demographic and that you've become too successful. A lot of times they also say that you forget where you came from or you can't relate to regular people anymore. And because you're not in a strip club like JD, because the nigga be at Magic City all the time, because he want to still prove to y'all that he a part of y'all. If you're not in a strip club, hanging with it's not. Jesus Christ, bro.
Anton, you sounding biased.
I'm not sounding biased. I'm using your example to illustrate a point.
No. That sounds biased. That was some extra shit you put on. That was some extra.
No, I'm adding the context as to why people don't look at Jermaine Dupri as a sellout in the same way that they will look at a Jay-Z, because he's still doing the same dumb shit that people in the hood do. It ain't about whether he's successful or not.
That sounds biased.
It's not biased. It's using a real example that you provide. You said it.
No, that. But
I didn't come up with
I didn't say nothing about.
I
didn't say nothing about what anyone did.
I'm telling you the reason why people don't look at it as a sellout. It has nothing to do with whether or not.
No.
Make no
sound
sense.
Biased.
As a matter of fact, I would say that Jay-Z has been at the forefront, him and Beyonce for that matter, has been more or less at the forefront for doing things that are more visibly, meaning that it is in their face, it is being marketed to them, visibly more aligned with Black culture than Jermaine Dupri when it comes to the things that he stood for from a cultural perspective. So, for example, him standing up for jail reform, right? Getting lesser sentences, fighting and saying that the bail system is set up against Black people, especially in New York. That was an issue that he took up, that he went to legislators for, and Black people were celebrating him for it, supposed to celebrate him for it. Him standing up for Colin Kaepernick and using his voice and his visibility in order to lend to that, right? He stood up for that. He really got on that, right? So all the things that Jay is doing has been more or less to align with Black culture purposely. But then, for example, you'll take this whole Brooklyn conversation, which isn't even relevant.
You're moving a whole conversation
because you use the Brooklyn narrative in order to justify why Black people could be mad at him in New York.
No.
And if you really look at the data and the statistics, you'll realize that the majority of the people that own homes in Brooklyn was not even Black people. They're not even the majority.
I didn't say Black people. I said people in Brooklyn. I literally didn't say anything about
the only
Black people.
That can label you a sellout are the people that are of your culture. So that is who we are talking about.
That's not true. It's the people that in your circumference. What are you talking about? Proximity matters.
Okay. All right.
If Quinn grows up in Oklahoma City, only Black people could call him a sellout if he's always around white people.
Black people Hold on, wait. Let me answer the question. No, dog, you can't do that. You can't always ask me something and then when I start to answer the question, want to not let me answer the question. Quentin is not who he subjects himself to as far as people calling him a sellout is the fucking chat. It ain't even got nothing to do with Oklahoma City. It's Black culture in general. It's people that don't even know Quentin will sit there and label Quentin a sellout, and that's how we evaluate it. We don't go by what they say in his city. Don't nobody know. They don't even know where the fuck he lived. They don't even know he's not even in Oklahoma City. That nigga's in a metropolitan area. The culture sit there and say, "Oh, you a sellout." The people that look at him and look at what he says and what he projects are the ones that make the assessment and don't have nothing to do where he came from.
Can you answer the question?
I just did.
You didn't.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You literally
I just did. Absolutely.
The question was, if he's only around white people, can they call him a sellout? You didn't answer the question. Who are they?
It's the people in Oklahoma City, right?
Yes, the people in Oklahoma City.
And I said no.
White people can't call him a sellout.
I answered your question and I said no. And the context
I didn't hear you say no. So why can't white people call him a sellout?
Who was in Oklahoma City is based off of whatever popular culture is at the time, and it just so happened to be the internet and social media.
That's cap.
It's not cap. It's real.
That's cap.
The culture determines who's a sellout or not. Not the people
No. People who don't know you don't matter. They can't call the people who don't know you. They can't say that you're a sellout if you haven't done anything to them. They can't.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy.
They can't. Bro, so how are you going to talk about? How are you going to say the culture when they're not even around?
What are you talking about, man?
Oh man, this is so bad.
Slimmy, I feel like even for regular people in our community, Black people, once somebody moves up out and we don't go back and do something for them, we could go and build a community center. That's not going to be enough for them. They going to want more, and we're going to be considered a sellout because we're not doing what they want us to do. So I do agree with Anton with what he's saying because it's just what it is. Just I've seen it. You get out the hood, you make money. Everybody think you're supposed to come back for them, but that's not how it go. You worked hard to get out of there. You can do what you can for them people, but again, sometimes it's just not enough. Somebody gonna complain all the time. I haven't seen it when Eminem got out the hood and made it big. I didn't see people on his heels like that, but with the black people, I see it all the time.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was.
It never was.
It was.
It really was.
I heard it. I heard it. And I'm in Cleveland.
Slimmy. You capping.
Come on, Anton.
You capping, bro.
Come on, Anton. There's people that was literally saying, man, he ain't underground no more. He don't even be around. He don't even be around Detroit.
You capping, Slimmy. You ain't never heard that.
I mean, what are you supposed to do though once you like get to a certain level? Like, do they expect you to just stay in the hood though? Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Or give them some of your money.
This is so crazy how Anton they moved the whole argument. I literally said that.
You know what's so funny? I was talking to Biz about an interview that he did. And in the interview, he said that nobody expected for him to even come back and get the people that he was rapping with in the city. Biz, that's a part of D12, they had no expectations for him whatsoever. And when he came back and got them, Swifty McVay, Biz, all of them, right? Then they was like, oh shit, he actually did come back and get us. That's crazy. The expectation for us, no. The expectation for us is that this is what we're supposed to do. There was no expectation for him whatsoever, bro.
What happened? What happened 5 years after that?
What do you mean? They put out an album, D12.
What happened 5 years after that?
They put out an album.
What happened 5 years later? They were saying M don't be in Detroit
no more. Echo in this bitch?
M don't be in Detroit no more. M don't be in Detroit no more. I heard that.
That was not the narrative.
All right.
I live here.
Anton, nobody said here. Anton, nobody ever said that.
Tell me what the narrative is in my own city. I'm living here.
Nobody said that ever.
No.
All right.
I live here. How you gonna tell me?
When I was
said something about him not being in the
when I was at the hip hop shop, it was people there. It was people there, and they was not the hip hop shop, the shelter. It was people there. They was like, yeah, him ain't gonna show up to no shit like this. I was like, why not? It was like, man, he ain't gonna never be in here.
Slim, he too famous to just be in the shelter, just hanging out.
Right.
What the fuck was we talking about?
So okay, so if he not going,
but nobody called him a sellout. Nobody called him a sellout for not being mobbed at the shelter, bro. Nobody called him. By the time Slim. By the time you went to the shelter, the shit had become commercialized. It wasn't even an underground venue no more. It's not considered an underground venue because he made it popular. That's not underground. That ain't even where niggas be at. The only people that go over there is when they either have a show or they doing some kind of promotion. Don't nobody go to fucking the shelter. Don't nobody go over there, bro. That's not even underground. That shit right down the street from where I live at. St. Andrews. All of the white people be there. It don't be no black people at the shelter. And Shane, bro, ask Molly. There is 99.9% of the whole population at St. Andrews and the shelter are white people, bro.
They're white.
All fucking white people there.
You're not gonna find the black people in there.
What I say? They said ain't underground no more. They said so.
You said you went to the shelter and that they was like, M ain't gonna show up here. That's not an underground spot for him to even show up at.
No, I heard that before I went to the shelter.
So why are you using that as an example?
What do you mean why? What do you mean why? What do you mean why? You said that no. All right, Anton.
Is him not being underground considered being a sellout as far as making money moving out of the hood? Or is that more compared to like let's say Usher when he was doing more like R&B and then kind of went into the pop lane? And I'm only asking because I'm a little confused.
That's very much what it would be considered like.
So we're using like different things as a sellout. Like Because I'm when I'm thinking of sellout, I'm just thinking of someone making money and moving out of the hood or moving into like a more, fancier neighborhood. I'm not thinking of
the only way that they're not going to do a sellout is if you a nigga that never truly made it and you still hanging out with the degenerates, or you a local ass rapper and you never really did. Slim, let's talk about Chip the Ripper. How about we use him as an example? Because he never really made it. And he stayed loyal to y'all city. Now he not a sellout. That's why y'all niggas don't like the king of the O-Town, nigga. Y'all don't like Bow Wow.
Whoa, what?
No love. Y'all don't give Bow Wow the greatest rapper to ever come out of the O-Town. Y'all niggas don't give him no love. You know why y'all don't give him no love? Because he too big. He became too successful.
Chip is very successful, and he was just here doing a show. He was just doing a show with people that I know. What you talking about, Anton?
Y'all don't give Bow.
No. Bow Wow's not from. He's not from Cleveland. He's not from Cleveland. He's not from Cleveland. He's not from Cleveland. He's from 2 hours away. You're conflating. You're conflating.
Y'all don't give the king of the O-Town no love.
No. You said Chip the Ripper.
He got to get it from Atlanta. He got to get it from niggas like me that rock with him. Y'all niggas don't show the king of the O-Town no love. That's just a fact.
Chip was just here. He just did a mixtape. He did a song.
That's the whole point. I said he local.
He's not local. He don't even live in Cleveland no more. He stay in LA. He been in LA for like 6-7 years. Maybe longer than that. He's still
a lower tier. He not Bow.
What?
Is he Bow or not?
Bow Wow is a child rapper. He's a child rapper, bro.
Bow is grown as fuck.
He's a child rapper.
He not.
That's like saying Corey Feldman ain't a legend.
He not. Bow
Wow was a child. He doesn't count. He's
not a child. He was torn
a child rapper.
No.
He was a child rapper. We're not talking about
Kodak Black was too, though. Lil Wayne was too. You could say that about several other people.
What?
But they were children rappers. That shouldn't box them in, though.
And I just seen Bow Wow doing the Harlem Shake.
Black being no child rapper. Who knew about Kodak Black being a child rapper?
He was like 8. He was young when he started.
If y'all niggas don't give Bow some love, I'm not reading no more.
He wasn't a star when he was a child.
Yo.
Was he underage?
Can we get
the superstar when he
the pow emoji in the chat right now? Bow,
hey man, don't put that shit in the chat, y'all. Don't put that shit in the chat.
Hey yo.
No, don't put that shit in the chat.
I'm not reading no more chats tonight until y'all put the pow in the super chat. I want to see pow for my dog Bow Wow. King of the O-Town. Slimmy don't want to make it. Slimmy don't want to show this nigga no love.
Shout out to Bow Wow.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
Francois, by the time you out.
Don't time
y'all out. I'm gonna time y'all out.
They even said Bow Wow saved that Millennium Tour, whatever they did. Where everybody else was so awful.
They looked a mess. They all look old and like got dad bods.
Don't time nobody out.
The chat, y'all sellouts. Y'all sellouts. The whole chat is a sellout. Y'all sold out the Anton for some emojis. So he can read y'all super chats. He ain't gonna read them anyway.
Bow. Look at that shit.
Sellouts.
Beware of dog, nigga. I'm gonna fall back on these next subjects because I know y'all gotta let y'all talk. Slimmy is triggering me. So.
Well, how I'm triggering you?
For bad faith arguments.
Nah, I want no bad faith argument.
Let me read these super chats. We're gonna get into the next thing. Bow. I'm about to put that as a sound.
Facts, Kendall. Facts.
I've observed, says BMRK says I've observed that it's usually the loser in every friend group that dislikes Jay-Z. Dark Knight says, wake up, people. Your only enemy is the devil. Cali Mike says, this is the crab in the barrel mentality, and people hate that you're doing better than them. We have a trauma bond society we live in today, and it's sad. Truthful Deed says, you are absolutely deemed a sellout for making it in black culture. Crabs in a barrel theory. First they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Yeah.
Hold on, wait. AD. Mm-hmm. Is Byron Allen a sellout? You ever heard people say Byron Allen is a sellout?
I don't think most people know who Byron Allen is.
Can you answer the question, please, sir?
If they don't know who he is, to call him a sellout. Most people don't know who Byron Allen is.
Prove my point again.
And to answer your question, yes, they have. All right. Let me prove Slimmy wrong again. Let me go 3-0 for the night.
No, you already.
Let me go 3-0 for the night. Let me go 3-0 for the night. No, here we go. Y'all ready?
It's people that say he a bad comedian.
Nope. Byron Allen?
Yeah, it's people that say he's a bad comedian.
The billionaire?
Yeah, it's people that say he's a bad comedian. They didn't like his jokes.
Listen.
He's a comedian.
The minute that they found out that Byron Allen had a white wife,
I was gonna say
at him. They came at him with everything that they got, and they said that they don't fuck with him because he's not really a part of black culture.
Mm-hmm.
The minute they found out that Byron Allen had a white wife, they did call him a sellout. Because the first thing that the women said was, how come they never have a black woman? Now tell me I'm wrong on that too. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not talking about what we're talking about, though, dog. You're moving the goalposts. We're literally talking about success, and you're talking about a relationship. I already said you can't use that. You can't use that. You can't use that to substantiate your argument.
Yes, they've called him a sellout.
Because you can't use that to substantiate your argument. We're talking about success.
Yes, I can. And I'm going to tell you why.
We're talking about success. You literally moved the goalposts to
that
something
has
nothing to do with that has nothing to do with its success. You're talking about a relationship. When you said that with JD, I said you can't use that. Okay. You're moving the argument. You're moving the goalposts.
I'm going to let you finish.
You're moving the goalposts. I'm done. You're moving the goalposts.
Now that you're done, I can talk then. They directly equated his success with him being with a white woman. If Byron Allen was a regular nigga on the street, they wouldn't give a fuck about who he was dating. Because he is a billionaire.
It's not true.
They directly tied his success with the fact that he's with a white woman. And that is the reason why I am using that as a reference point, because his success was directly related to the fact that they was calling him a sellout.
Wait. Billionaire from
you literally no, because he made good investments. You literally are contradicting yourself, because I've heard you up here say 1,000,000 times that black women will talk shit about a black dude just because he with a white woman. We can all agree to that. It doesn't matter your economic status at all.
No, they have a different standard, and they specifically. We did a show on here, Slimmy. And we were showing, I think it was the Indiana Pacers. And it was going viral because they were saying, why are all of the black athletes that become millionaires specifically picking white women? Now, I stand on the side where I say you should go where you celebrate it instead of where you tolerate it. So I'm always going to side with the idea. That love is love, and it don't matter if you with a white woman or you with a black woman with a white man. It doesn't matter to me. So that's where my position is. But as far as what the culture thinks, they directly judge men. And if you're sitting here and telling me that they don't look at a black man that is super successful and then want to know whether or not he's married to a black woman, you being disingenuous, and you know it.
No, we're not talking about that, though. We're talking about just being successful and being labeled a sellout due to success. So you move the goalpost, and then you lost that argument because you contradicted yourself. Literally has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with success. You literally said they wouldn't care if he was. They wouldn't care if he was a black man with a white woman, and they literally do. Black women literally criticize the average Joe for being with a white woman. You're not telling the truth.
They don't.
You move the goalpost and you still missed.
It's plenty of guys that talk like that, and they're very nerdy, and they black, and they don't have no mustache and no beard. And when they get with white women, black women say, we wouldn't want him anyway. And he looked like, and they say he looked like the type to get with a white woman. They don't have no expectations for him just because he black.
Anton,
no. Stop, Slimmy. Stop, Slimmy. Stop,
for
Slimmy.
the 30th time this evening.
Stop, Slimmy.
I don't know how
you're
gonna go.
Not moving the goalpost, Slimmy.
It's not even on the field no more.
Because you're trying to say that they care about all black men that talk to white women. I'm telling you that they don't. They look at certain men and they say, you know what? You look like you with a white woman, and they wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. They don't give a fuck about
That's still not what we're talking about.
It is, Slimmy, because you can't.
You just said if he was an average dude. You just saying if he was an average dude, black women wouldn't care, and that's not true because they care about the average black. They literally care about the.
Ask any
average
woman up on this panel right now. Ask any woman on this panel right now if there are certain type of black men where you not only are not surprised, you expect for them to get with white women, and they don't even got no money. I want to know, and if I'm wrong, I will admit it. Are there certain type of black men? Here's the question. It's just a yes or no. Is there a certain type of black man that you expect to get with white women and you're not disappointed, or the culture is not disappointed that he got with a white woman?
Yes.
Yes. For sure.
Take them, please.
Slimmy?
I think it's only when they have money.
This is literally moving the goalpost yet again.
Oh.
Because Anton, you said nobody would care if he was with a white woman, and that's not true. They give flack to the average black dude for being with white women. It's not true. It don't even matter how no looks or nothing. They get black mixed couples still get side-eyed being just out and about. Stop acting like you don't know that.
I think that they want to be victimized to be side-eyed because black women really don't care.
Man, what?
I think they only care.
I think they look for you to care because they have that stereotype thrown at them so much.
Man,
like they
the
brace
stream down, man.
I see it downtown all the time. Like they brace themselves, acting like you're supposed to care. I don't care.
I think a lot of black women only care if the dude has money or if he's successful or if he's like attractive. If he's
Ladies,
like
y'all killing it tonight. I like what y'all saying.
If he's like the black man, like normal black dude that might be a little dusty, or if he's like a black dude that's kind of like nerdy or just whatever, black women don't care.
Them ain't the ones that's going viral.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the successful ones or the ones that look good.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Why though? Why is that?
So both of you guys are actually right.
Because some men look like
There's
losers.
no both. There's no both.
No, there is, because it happens both ways.
No.
I think collectively that goes.
You can't. It's not no both ways. Anton literally said nobody would care if he was with a white woman. That's not true. Black women give the regular ass, basic ass dude side eyes all the time for being with white women, and you're lying. You lying on this panel.
It might not.
Listen.
I am the regular ass black dude that gets the side eye. I'm the broke nigga with the white girl that gets the side eye for no reason. Slimmy is correct.
Hold on, I'm gonna come back to.
When you look like the type that would be with a white girl.
I'm gonna come back to Q.
But I'm regular and I'm basic, nigga, and I'm broke.
I'm gonna come back to Q. I want to do a test, and then I just want to get y'all opinion.
Nah, Anton.
I'm gonna do a couple different. I'm gonna do a couple different tests.
Nope.
I'm gonna do a couple different tests.
Next question.
This guy right here, are you expecting for him to be with a black woman? Or
I expect him to be by himself.
But if he have to get into a relationship, is he gonna get with a black woman or a white woman?
A white woman from Dalton, Illinois.
He's gonna be with a white woman, and nobody's gonna really care.
With a man on a trailer park.
The judgment is crazy.
Okay, so if y'all able to look at
no, this is disingenuous.
No.
This is 1,000% disingenuous. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Listen.
Come on, man. Don't nobody like this guy.
Listen. You see
this guy got a hand puppet.
You see him? You realize that y'all all made the assessment just purely based.
I didn't think that.
This is bogus.
The white girls can have him. Is
Put
what
a real
a lot of women
no.
would
Don't
think.
do this. Put a real dude up there, man. Don't do
No,
That's what they look like.
Nigga, don't nobody want no fat dude. Period.
You're literally trying to make an argument for yourself.
I'm not making an argument. I'm asking y'all.
Disingenuous.
I'm asking y'all, what do y'all think?
No, don't do that, Anton. This is bogus. You only doing something.
What do you want me to do, Slimmy?
Women not
Put a
gonna
regular
fall
guy
out
up there. Put a
if he
regular
with a white
guy up
girl.
there. No, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. Put a regular guy up there, man. Come on, man.
He's regular.
Like,
you bullshit, Anton.
Nah,
I'm about to put a regular guy. You got it. You got it.
That's
He
not a
way
regular
below
guy.
average.
That's not a regular guy, man. Come on, man.
Regular guy.
Come on, man. Why you got many superhero costumes? Come on, bro. No, stop.
No,
Come on,
Slimmy,
man.
no.
Stop.
Don't
this
talk
is
about
bullshit.
nobody's superhero
No,
costume.
this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
No.
This is bullshit.
I agree with Slimmy. This disingenuous, AD.
You can't talk about his superhero costume.
This is bullshit.
Nah, AD.
This is bullshit.
That's kind of being hypocritical.
This disingenuous, AD.
No,
I
this
agree with
is bullshit.
Slimmy.
he went to a Comic Con.
Comic Con is fun.
Is he black?
Bro.
This is bullshit. Come
I
on,
agree
man.
with
Put a regular guy up
That's
there.
disingenuous,
Really
AD.
judgmental.
Come on, bro.
He looked like a regular. I didn't notice he had on superhero stuff until you mentioned it.
Thank you.
This nigga got a cape on.
I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. I was looking here.
Oh, gone, man. This bull. AD for the shit, man.
No, bro.
Oh my god.
I didn't notice it. This nigga got a cape on, dressed like Shazam. This nigga dressed like Shazam.
Oh,
Slimmy, what did you wear to that club though? What did you wear to that club? A Spider-Man.
Right.
What does that have to do with anything? It's a
You talking about the man cape?
No, Slimmy.
I didn't have on no fucking cape.
Superheroes is superheroes, though. It's all childish.
No, I wasn't dressed up like no fucking superhero. What the fuck is y'all on?
I did not.
Bro.
I didn't say you had on a cape.
You had on cartoons on your clothes.
No. It doesn't. I got a cartoon on my shirt now. What the fuck I gotta do with
That's what I'm
anything?
saying. So what's the big deal about that? That's not a big deal.
Man, you smoking drugs. You smoking drugs. You think that you trying to conflate them two things.
I noticed he was a light-skinned man with some glasses. That's it.
Slimmy, you did have on Spider-Man.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You can't wear a person can't wear Spider-Man? That's not a costume.
You wore it to the club, Slimmy.
I didn't wear it to a club. I wore it to a video game spot. Wear that shit to no fucking club. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Plead the
Y'all
fifth.
wildin'. No, ain't no plead no fifth. It ain't no fifth.
Yes, it's just
No, it
so
ain't no
childish.
No. All right, you got it.
Slimmy, no, seriously. It was a
you got
Spider-Man. No.
See, y'all want to get
Spider-Man
personal.
galore.
Y'all want it.
No,
Y'all
we're
want to get
not.
personal.
The
So
chat is going to be talking about you.
Make sure y'all ready. Don't get personal. Just make sure you ready for this shit.
Slimmy, if I'm just watching in the audience, you're talking about wearing Spider-Man to arcades play video games.
What's wrong
As an
with
adult
that?
male.
What's
I'm
wrong
just
with
saying.
that?
There's nothing wrong with it, but he's talking about somebody who has on a costume. Like, it's kind of all the same thing.
You can dress up in costumes every Halloween and look like whores, and we don't talk about them. So why
Yeah,
you
y'all on some bullshit? It's cool though.
Why are you talking about
This
Spider-Man?
is shit I be talking about, man.
Who's
This
talking
is shit I
about
be talking about. This some
Slimmy
real
for the
life
record.
fuck shit.
I
It's cool.
agree with Slimmy. Team Slim
It's
Dog
cool, though.
Millionaire.
I agree with
It's
Slimmy
cool,
for the
though.
record on this one.
Yep.
That's some
Slimmy,
suck
what's
ass shit. No.
Why can't he just look like a regular man?
No. Because that's some whole shit y'all just did. But it's cool. Just remember when I choose to get personal. Don't.
Slimmy, nobody did anything.
No, you know this didn't have nothing to do with no. It's cool though. Just remember that.
You said get a regular person. We said that this is regular.
It's cool. No. It's cool. Move forward in the conversation. Let's go. Y'all want to clown me? It's cool.
Nobody's
just make
clowning
sure.
you, Slimmy. Just
make sure. Just make sure ain't nobody signing off. Ain't no anti-Slimmy shit going on when I fire back. I don't want to hear no bullshit.
Slimmy,
about
you
no, you
shared
gotta
the
chill.
picture.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. I don't want to hear none of that fuck
Slimmy,
shit when I get personal. That's all I'm saying.
No, Slimmy, listen. We talk about
no.
Slimmy.
No. Y'all trying to clown me. Y'all trying to clown me. Just remember, when I say this, when I start getting personal,
Everybody
don't be talking about you gotta chill.
No, Slim.
Don't be talking about you gotta chill.
Slim. Everybody get jokes made about them. Nobody.
Okay. All I'm saying is this had nothing to do with the conversation. All I'm saying is when I have my
Brittany
jokes,
being a dolphin don't have nothing to do with conversations.
Oh, don't say they literally put dolphins in the chat. What are you
I don't
talking
take it
about?
personal.
What are you talking? It ain't nothing to take
But
personal.
she ain't tripping about it.
Nothing to do with it. This has nothing to do with Brittany. We talking about me.
You said
all I'm saying
I
is
didn't
when
know
I
nobody
get
was
personal.
clowning him. I thought they were just.
All I'm saying when they get
Slim,
when I
you
get
shared
personal,
the picture and the story.
all I'm saying when I get personal, don't complain. Don't complain. That's all I'm saying.
You shared the
Okay,
picture
Slimmy.
and the story, Slimmy.
We good, bro.
I don't think nobody was clowning him. To be honest, I didn't hear nobody.
Stop. Just stop.
I was
Just
defending
stop.
the dude. Y'all
didn't.
Slimmy mad
Just
because I
stop.
was defending the dude.
No, stop because y'all do this bullshit all the time. It's cool. Let's go.
If I would have said he looked dusty like a lame, y'all would have been so mad at me.
Let's go, man. Let's move forward in the
Lame as
conversation.
fuck, though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that shit was some lame ass shit.
That's why it's disingenuous because he looked super lame, bro.
It was lame.
That was Anton's point.
No, it had nothing to do with that. That isn't Anton's point.
Where did it go? Yeah, this one right here. Slimmy, you talk about people's forehead all the time.
I talked about 3 people's foreheads the whole time I've been here.
It's not personal?
What do you mean?
I'm offended.
Cool.
Slimmy, you pulled up a whole video of a dolphin doing like this.
Yeah, that wasn't about her though. I was just watching that. I was just watching it randomly because I was trying to get a dolphin sound. Yeah. But this had nothing to do with the conversation. It's cool. I said just because I know what y'all try to do. It's cool.
Oh man,
not that serious, you guys.
I'm so confused.
Let me. I don't know either. So, let me read the rest of these super chats. We so behind. A TSK watching detail services rest up Nipsey. Flashy boy says everybody call him a sellout. He doesn't do anything for Detroit. That's not true either. Royce is better than him anyway, says Leno. Chosen says, Anton, did you really run a 4.3 40-yard dash?
No, nigga, no.
Let me guess. There's somebody else that did a reaction video, right?
That shit would be funny though. Nigga, that's out, nigga. For no track spikes or some cleats. Yeah, you got an ass.
That's what I'm guessing. I guess they just like, because I mean it's after hours, so I can cuss on this show. Niggas be on my dick.
Some clunky ass untied boots is fast as fuck, boy.
They be on my dick. Mr. Cool Kel says somebody bring Myron on here so bro can shut up. Just arguing in bad faith. What's wrong with bro? Loud and wrong. AD, you are absolutely correct about M. 1080 Kendall says, Chip, not local. He popped the same time as Wiz and Currency. I ain't trying to shit on nobody, so it is what it is. Yeah, you're right.
That's a fact. That's true. That's true. It was all on mixtapes together.
He never popped.
He didn't get as big as they did, but
he never popped.
What?
He never popped, bro. Respectfully.
Nah, you bugging that dude.
Have anybody up here ever heard Chip's one of Chip's songs?
What's one of his songs? I'm not trying to be funny. No. I'm just saying, like, I might have heard something, but I don't know who he is. You know what I mean? Like, how you can hear a song but don't know who the person is.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, baby girl. I promise. I mean, he popped to people in Cleveland, though, and that's my whole point.
No. No, you can't say that. You spamming the chat, Dom. You can't
Slimmy,
say
don't
that.
focus on the chat, big dog. Don't
I ain't focus on the chat. I just look.
Tell G says get Bow Wow on the panel and Jermaine Dupri. Oh man, Slimmy gonna rage quit if Bow Wow come up here. DJ Ace Production says AD is Petty Murphy sometimes. They said Chip and Dale's. It's so dumb. Flashy Boy 313 says Molly stop B2K save the tour, not Bow Wow. You crazy. You seen that Harlem Shake? Everybody come out for Bow Wow, nigga. Cali Mike says barbershop talk, great vibe, salute to the panel. Midwest, shout out to Midwest, says Slimmy Puppy here, look at the that's so dumb. Shout out to you for the 10 ball. I appreciate you. Money don't unlame a lame, says Flashy Boy 313. KG Hot Mike in the building says Chief Keef was called a sellout for not returning to Chicago. That's a fact. Because he was out there in Cali. Dirk kept coming back. Now look at him. He should have sold out. Tell G says Brittany looks like she plotting something. Brandon Beecham says Slimmy keeping it real. As a regular dude in an interracial relationship, black women be judging. You're not a regular dude, bro. We talking about the other type of regular dudes with no mustache. DJ Ace Production says, please clip this up. Brandon says, free Slimmy. Right Path Good says, lost my job today, but support. Don't send no money. Don't send no money.
Bro. Tripping.
I hope it was you ain't get fired. Make sure you go to the unemployment office immediately, bro. We praying for you, big dog. TS Car Washing Detail Service says, Slim, you know who John Hope Bryan is? Yeah, I know who he is.
No.
The financial guy. You know who John Hope Bryan is? he be going viral sometimes. Daddy and the Caddy says Lex like them anime nerds with her Kamehameha. I don't believe that. Here's the thing.
It's Kamehameha, first of all.
I'm assuming, and I don't know this for sure. I don't believe that Lex likes anime nerds.
No.
Thank you, Anton.
See? Y'all think that just because they play games that they like everybody else that play games. It's not necessarily true. Oat Milk says Slim Keisha the diva. Just kidding. Tell G says verse guy was Lex type, second was Sanchez type. Black Rose says who's Chip? All right. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications. Here's the next clip, y'all.
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry and for the first time in a while. Yeah. I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling and how you pulled yourself out or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
I've been saying to pull you
I
out.
needed the people around me more than ever. Mm-hmm. Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and it's be therapeutic. I'll be able to, I'll bloat it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like, I'll move on. I had to sit in that for a long time. And luckily I had that. And right, again, I built this this circle that's really safe for me of people that really love me, not using me, and really care for my best interests. So I was able to have that in the time, the most crucial time for me.
Yeah.
Especially people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. It's like, save yourself.
Yeah.
So I have partners. I've had big deals with, I called my guy from LVMH, hey man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA. First of all, I had to tell my wife, let's just back up.
Yeah.
It ain't even in me. I know what this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. I know who you are, and that's impossible. And not only we standing by you, but what do you need?
Yeah. What did you kind of do to come back from that personally? or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
So, A, was Jay unfairly targeted? This is kind of a two-part question, or you could pick and choose which part of the question you want to answer. Was Jay being unfairly targeted? And B, who's supposed to hold you down? Like, are we putting too great of an expectation on people that may be your friends or people that you may you may work with or people that you interact with? Are we putting too great of an expectation for them to hold you down when you're going through something or when you're in one of your darkest moments?
No.
Why you say no?
I say in everybody's life, it's only about a handful of people who you really can count on. I think those are people that you should be like expecting to hold you down if you're going through something. Everybody else is just like extra.
So, what does that extend to? Is it just your friends? Should you expect your friends to hold you down? What does that look like?
Depends on like what extent of the friendship is. Like if it's somebody you've been friends with like 10+ years, then I would expect them to hold me down. Not saying they will, and of course your family, but who knows who gonna hold you down when the time comes? Everybody scatter like roaches when something come up. So
facts.
Was Jay unfairly targeted?
unfairly, I think he just
Don't
he's
do
at the
that.
level now where people just want to see him fall. I think everybody gets to that level when you get to the top. He's at the top. Like people just they hate you because you're at the top. So I mean, unfairly probably, but I guess people they just hate people who on his level like that for no reason, to be honest. So I say yeah, he probably was unfairly targeted without any facts to back up anything that was saying.
All right. Anybody else on this? Who is he unfair? Was he unfairly targeted? And who is supposed to hold him down? Who is supposed to hold you down? It don't even have to be him. It can be anybody. Who is supposed to hold you down when you go through stuff? Like, do we not give people grace that decide that, yo, this is too much for me, or man, I don't want to be tied to this, or man, I don't want to stand next to you at this moment? Do we need to extend more grace to those people that instead of just calling them disloyal or not holding you down?
No.
I think so. Go ahead, Quentin.
After you. Beautiful before age.
No, if those people want to step, depending on what it is, the situation is, I think people should have a right to step away. Like, if you're being accused of being a pedo, you shouldn't be shocked if some people don't want to support you through that. Because I'm sorry, like that's a bit much. I can't. I
Publicly or
can't.
privately though,
What do you mean?
like step away from you privately, like in your life, or like they just don't answer your calls, or you saying like
What,
publicly.
however they handle it. I mean, if you want to create some distance between you and that person, depending on what it is, then that should be okay. Like, how are you disloyal? Because you got to take care of you too. It's self-preservation, and I don't want to be tied up. If you have a bad image, like something that's crazy, it's like guilty by association. No,
I don't really believe
I
in
don't feel
Maybe
bad for Jay-Z. I don't.
I'm the delusional friend. I'm the ride or die friend. We bury him. We buy him. We bury him bodies. I'm keeping your deepest, darkest secret,
facts.
nigga. If you say something about my friend, nope, nigga, nope. I know that nigga's heart. I know her heart. They didn't do
That's
that
true.
shit until you show me some pictures to my face. Nope, you can't tell me shit. I'm gonna be right there rocking out, nigga. We gonna crash out together. Fuck what you heard, nigga. We gonna be step crash dummies together, nigga.
Only a couple
If I
people.
really call if I really truly call you my friend, I ain't going nowhere.
Only a
I
couple
agree
things
that
that
I can
people
be a
do.
great friend, but I don't expect anything from anybody. Like I would pray, I would hope, but expecting anybody to do anything, like I agree with Quentin. Like I'm the type of friend that you wouldn't have to ask me, but at the same time, I also know everybody's not me, friend or not. I wouldn't think certain people. I wouldn't think if it was like an allegation like that. I would almost kind of understand to some degree that you might not want to, you know what I'm saying, in the public, like ride with me. Like I'm very understanding this stuff, but I don't expect anything from anybody. I only just hope and pray for things. So for me, I don't know. Like I don't know. The word expect just kind of sounds very like,
you don't expect anything from anybody.
Because I know people are people. You know what I'm saying? People are people.
Okay, so you don't expect your friends to be a certain way.
I said
your family.
Well, the thing is, when you've had people in family and friend circles,
it's a yes or no question.
You don't expect stuff. So again, I don't expect anything from anybody. I only hope and wish and pray that they will rock with me. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
That's unfortunate.
I know the type of friend I would be to somebody,
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
The same way. But no, I mean it's just life. Like I just look at life as life. I don't.
But it's not though.
But it
like
is,
you would have had to be through some hard shit for you to expect anything from anyone. Like even the closest person to you.
See how people are. I just know people are people. People are people. Like you can for instance in Jay-Z's situation, like I'm sure that there were people who stepped away from him. You know what I mean? That he probably no one was cool with. People probably stepped away. They didn't, you know what I'm saying, probably have his back in maybe a way that he wanted them to. Do I think his wife had his back? Sure. Maybe behind the scenes because she ain't gonna publicly say anything. But again, I'm not saying that I don't think people will rock with me. What I'm saying is me personally, I don't expect it. If it happens, great. Like I don't know. I just look at the word expect a little different, I guess. But I just know what I would do. And if it was my friend, they wouldn't have to ask me. I would just do it. But not everybody is me.
That's what's up. Anybody else think that
if the word friend is in anything as it pertains to me and our relationship, I expect stuff from you. If you're my friend, if you're my girlfriend, I expect certain things of you. But also me being a friend, I know you and I wouldn't put you in precarious situations as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I think that everybody is right. I don't think there's a wrong answer. I don't think that you need to give somebody grace because what grace is there to give? Like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing there for you to have to give grace for. It is what it is. But, at the same time, people are people. They really are. And so I think we do develop an expectation because, we want to think that the people that are around us hold us down or whatever, right? But then at the same time, I'm not surprised at all. I guess if you live long enough, everything just kind of become normal. So it's really not as big of a deal anymore. But I think that when you start to support people financially or when you get money with people, it's all good until it's not.
Facts.
Right? If Jay was getting money with certain people and then the money ran out, the question is, would they still hold him down or would they still be his friend or was it all transactional?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the bigger question is trying to figure out who's who, right? Are the people that surround you? Because maybe the real conversation is, do we have higher expectations for people than we should? Maybe most things are transactional and we shouldn't take it personal when somebody says, well, I'm going to step away because it was just a transaction, right? Maybe it was always business and you, because you've been working with them for too long, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you created a false expectation for that person that they never said that was there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I think that we need to also figure out if we're giving too much responsibility to people that's in our lives. That's all I'm saying.
I also feel like
I think so too, because just like regular people say, I get 25 years in jail, right? My mom, she probably gonna show up for the first couple years and then she gotta go on with her life. But some people's parents or family don't even show up for them when they locked up. So if you got this scandal out there in the real world and it's allegations, like Molly said, pedo allegations, you got to know people about to back up and be like, hold on, I got to back up and see what this is going to do.
Huh?
That's what he's being accused for. It's
I know, but this kind of extreme example too, though.
What, the jail?
Like being a pedo. That's kind of.
Well, I think that's what he was. The accusation.
No, I'm just saying though, like for a regular person.
Oh, well, shit, it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of regular people.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. But I'm just saying, like, if you can't even depend on your own mom and daddy to show up when you in prison or in jail or something, why do you think these so-called people that you made friends along the way of you becoming famous has the obligation to stick around? They don't. Especially if it can mess up something that has to do with their family. Like, I would probably back too. Oh, you was messing. Well, the allegations you was messing with kids. Let me back a little bit, because look what everybody was on Puff Daddy, like, he didn't do it, she's lying. And then the tape came out with Cassie and he dragging this girl down the hallway. Now they're like, oh, my bad. So I mean, I could understand if people did back away and why. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not hurtful, but it is what it is.
I think that
allegations and being in prison is two different things, though.
But we're talking about them backing away and not being there for you.
Well, I'm just saying, like, allegations mean like I'm riding for you because I believe in you. If you're in prison, that means you did that shit, and I'm questioning your character. I'm questioning your character now.
Sometimes they just hold you there.
Yeah, not always.
I can't back away from anybody based off of an accusation personally. This is me, because I'm not going to believe an accusation over what my friend tell me. You know what I'm saying? If my homie, even if I'm going to be keeping 100 with you, even if my homie was like, yeah, you know what, I fucked up time or whatever, fuck it, skip it. So what? All right, listen, we over that shit. Now we got to figure out how to get you out of it or whatever. And that's kind of how I kind of see it. Like, it's just up. It really is. It's just up. So if I'm with you, I'm with you 100%. And even if you do something wrong, even if you make a mistake, man, let's figure out how we can get you a lawyer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think that everybody got different expectations. I don't look at when somebody says that, you know, they like, I don't blame people for being people. But I do have I have an expectation for myself. So I don't think it's no wrong answer. Unless it's super close to you, like super close to you. What you about to say, Lex?
I was going to say, I think that how people view what hold me down means is something that needs to be paid attention to, because if someone stays and supports you and doesn't abandon you, that's pretty much what we consider solid. But if you expect somebody to kind of save you, that's when something like an expectation can collapse. Like, how can I? And it depends on where that person is too. And it just is what it is. Like, how can I, in a way, for you, how can I show up for you? And aside from never slandering your name, never letting anybody around me slander your name, always, you know, basically keep my mouth closed, keep myself preserved, and let things lay where they lay. Because I can't give you any financial help. I can't give you any I can give you words of encouragement, but some people they have themselves in. It depends on where people are. Like, for me, I expect the same. Like, I expect you not to slander my name. I expect you to kind of like, that's a way of holding me down. But everybody else have different versions of what hold me down means. So it depends. But if somebody is just, if you were my friend, I would expect you to be there for me. I wouldn't, if not, then I wouldn't consider you my friend. I would consider you just a person that's in my space for the time being.
That's what's up. Any other thoughts on this one? All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Let me read a few super chats really quickly. Brandon Beecham says everything and everyone has an expiration date. Not everybody. Not everybody. Greg DK says Slimmy said he's the one that feels targeted. King Rooster with the super sticker. What up, King? Brandon Beecham says never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. That's a fact. Daddy and the Caddy says, for one, a PDF conviction is a flagrant 2, immediate ejection from the game. The allegations, especially unfounded, I'm standing with the homies. Brandon Beecham says, only trust God, appreciate relationships for what they are, not what you want them to be. I got to be able to trust you if I close my eyes next to you. I can't, I'm not even going to sit here and cap. Like, I got to be able to trust you. I'm not going to not trust the person that I lay next to every day. I can't do that, bro. I can't even go to sleep around certain people. Bobby G says, nah, it's cool to turn a blind eye to evil, even if it's your mother or father. It's not cool. He said it's not cool to turn a blind eye to evil, even if it's your mother or your father. That's all evil needs to exist. Down ass homies, loyalists. There should be morals. Fuck loyalty to evil. Shout out to you, Bobby G. I appreciate you. Callie Mike says, turning your back on your friend behind an accusation shows your true character, because if it's truly he's truly your friend, you'll show him loyalty. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I want to pivot for a moment. All right? And I want to talk about the culture. This is him speaking about Kendrick and Drake and what his thoughts were on that whole battle situation versus how it used to be. There we go.
And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement, and I love the sparring and the music you get. Mm-hmm. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing, and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth. Where the fallout lands, mm-hmm. especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the thing. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing, and you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
they're still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song I like this.
Yeah.
It's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
So Jay is saying that he didn't necessarily care for it because it was a different type of battle when you inserted social media and culture. And, he was just saying that nowadays it's almost like it's just going way, 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 way too far because social media amplifies it times 100, times 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just saying that basically the culture has become too toxic for it to be a personal, beefing on wax or battling on wax or whatever. What are y'all thoughts on that?
He's not wrong.
Isn't he beefing with Nas?
Right? Didn't he make?
No, he actually goes. No. In the interview, he goes through and he says how much he actually loves Nas, and he's really a nice guy in real life. And he talks very, very positive about Nas, to be honest.
Now,
that's real rich of Jay-Z to say, though, bro. He amplified the beef.
Nah, it's different.
I feel like he's a hypocrite.
Yeah, he amplified the beef, so that's real rich of him to say that.
I think he's like rap beef. I think he meant like rap beef was contained a little bit back then, and today you have things like drill rap that's originated in the city of Chicago back in 2012, 2013 era, well, even before then, 2010, 2011. And now it's like they're attacking people's dead homies, and they're actually taking it to the streets where if they see anybody that's, on the block or in the neighborhood, or your kid or your parent, they're shooting at them. So it's like it got too far where the public and everybody else is now like participating in not just the actual music, but wanting to tear you down or come after your family.
It's been that way though. East
Yeah,
Coast, West Coast. That was awful. Like I don't. It's when has it ever stopped?
yeah,
He
I
I don't
think
know
he
when it's ever
actually denounced
stopped.
it though. He actually
We,
denounced
because he's older and he
but
probably realizes
you
that
can denounce it, but your work is
it
always out there. You're always known for being the crack rapper. Like it's certain things. Like I know people try to outrun their past, but it's solidified. Like you are known a certain way, whether you accept it or not. So I think that he's had as much of a hand in it. And then you chose Kendrick over Drake for the Super Bowl. You could have picked neither one of them. I think he's a hypocrite. I think he was trying to do damage control with this entire interview. It was not real. It was very Jay-Z approved. It was very watered down, very for the culture. But it wasn't addressing any real issues. And I think he was trying to be more relatable and let people see him as a person. But why haven't you been done this? And now you want to wait until you're in the Epstein files?
Do you happen to think it's because was his music as impactful? Would it be more impactful if they had social media back then?
We
Because
had
I think that they
TV.
dumb
We
it.
had TV.
TV,
What do
that's
you
crazy. It's
mean?
not the
I'm
same.
saying
We had
music today
magazines.
is,
You still had media.
Not the
You
but
maybe it
same.
wasn't in
media
the
it
palm
flows
of your hand
faster.
through a
Not the
cell phone,
same.
but you still
Not the
had
same.
access to media.
Wasn't
But
the
media
same.
flows faster
These
now
people,
today, and more people have
if anything,
access to
social media
comment.
has made them seem a lot more normal and not so like this big fantasy. But come on now, they've been having rap beef. We've been able to see what's going on for decades. Like, so we can't blame social media for everything. They were still doing
You
this
can
before that.
blame the
He was
internet
still
for
rapping.
everything.
How was he getting his songs about serving crack to black people? How was that circulating? How was he so global and worldwide? He didn't need social media. Like, we really gonna say that?
Yes.
I just
I
think
Okay.
it
mean,
might
as it
have
relates to
gotten
rap
worse
beef
because
culture.
Drake was out for
I agree,
so
Mom.
long before social media.
Yeah,
We
I
all knew
think
about Drake. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody had social media when Drake was out.
So let me add some additional context into this conversation because I could only clip up so much because the platform only let me play such a big clip. I'm gonna play this additional part that happened before he actually started saying what he's saying on the clip. This is the context behind why he was saying, specifically about why he didn't care for or why he has grown out of the whole idea of tearing people down and he got a different perspective. This was the foundation of the question.
And complete your vision was like I had to tip my hat. Like I have a high respect for him already, but like even more of my respect was like he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant, and
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef,
well, until now,
as a spectator,
yeah,
what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like that. That's presumptuous. I think that look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Yep.
There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And it's graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Breakdance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in certain places.
Yeah.
And even in major art and like Keith Haring.
Yeah, yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, a street artist.
Yeah.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right, yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. And I love the sparring and the music you get. Mm-hmm. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth. Where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing. And, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
So that's the additional context. He's not saying that he's above it or he didn't participate in it. He's just saying that he's the older guy now, and now he sees it differently. But he took it back to the original conversation. I didn't want to just explain this. I wanted to show it in his words. He took it back to the original conversation, and that the pillars of it originally, it wasn't what it's evolved into today. And he's saying that social media is amplifying it to a point to where it could possibly become very damaging. And in his older age, he's realizing that it might not be able to withstand it and it might not be a positive situation. So that's
like, I'm not really in the culture, but just like looking at how it works, I feel like battle rap used to be like in your face. It is what it is, and after it's over, it's over. Nigga,
Correct.
Now this shit, nigga, you got to pick a side now. If you don't stand up for me, you my ops. Like it's more than just nigga who got bars and this. He
wasn't just standing on Kendrick's side either. He actually said he didn't like some of the stuff that Kendrick did. So
I get like him growing into a grown person, and I think we all, as we get older, should be doing that. But it's kind of contradicting when you say that you're past that, but then you do take part in it to a degree by picking Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl. Like, it does kind of look like you picked
I can rewind it.
Yeah, he said that was about business. At the end of the day, he was the most.
But it was in the midst.
That's all
it was in
is
the
with
midst
him
of a battle between him and Drake. And if we're really being honest,
he knew.
I think that he.
I ain't even hear what you said.
I think it was in the midst of the battle, and I think the only reason why he picked Kendrick was because of that. I don't think he picked. And I'm from California. Love Kendrick.
The whole interview, y'all gotta watch the whole interview. That's why
I'm just going off of what he said.
Watched it.
And just and I'm just saying from what I've seen and what I heard him say, I genuinely think that you can grow and mature as you get older. But
how is that him picking a side? How is that him picking a side? Because
it was in the midst of the battle between him and Drake, and you're saying that
Kendrick was at the height of his career.
They were going to court and suing each other over this.
It was because of a battle against Drake, though. Do you see what I'm saying?
Either way, respectfully, and I don't even care for Kendrick, and everybody know I don't care for Kendrick. And I actually think that Drake is better, and he had better records. That's just my personal opinion. I don't understand how you can say he picked a side because he picked him to perform at the Super Bowl. I don't understand that.
No, because what I'm saying is he said out of his mouth that he's past that because he's the old guy, meaning he doesn't agree with the beef, right? That's what he said. So if you don't agree with the beef,
he doesn't agree with the way that
you're past something when you insert yourself. In my opinion, he inserted himself by while the beef was going on, you picked Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl.
I don't agree with that, but okay. I got you.
I thought he
You
also
had to
said
pick
it was more
somebody.
about-
You had to pick. Who else were they going to pick?
Okay,
besides
so
those
at the
two?
time, people were
Just
saying
pick
he should
somebody
pick Lil
else.
Wayne. People were saying he should have picked Wayne.
Lil Wayne wanted to pick Lil Wayne.
I'm giving an example.
I have seen plenty of Lil Wayne shows. No.
Okay, but my point is
Not NFL approved.
that other people wanted to see, but because I don't think. Let me be clear. I don't think people were ratting and raving for Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl. I don't think nobody was saying we should get Kendrick Lamar.
They love that shit.
Kendrick Lamar.
I thought he meant more.
Listen,
I don't think people wanted to see him by himself.
Jay said it was the hottest. He was literally the hottest at the time
because of the beef with Drake.
But I don't think the beef itself ain't had nothing to do with it.
Come to the ratings,
had everything to do with it.
No. I meant what
business. He actually said it was the right selection because it was the biggest and most watched Super Bowl worldwide of all time.
Because of the song, y'all gonna sit here and act like it wasn't because of that.
Regardless of the reason why, he said it was a business.
That's my point.
I agree with Brittany.
So you're making my point.
I'm talking about more what the audience was
why can't you
focused
have Kendrick headline and then maybe Drake headline the next year, but you pick Bad Bunny?
Drake don't even got an album out.
I mean, but the thing is, you could have picked so many other artists.
Kendrick did have an album out. He just
I don't know.
He had a bunch of different albums that he had put out and
Kendrick was planning a.
But he still has music. Rihanna doesn't have an album out. She headlines.
He launched his tour off with SZA right after the Super Bowl. What are y'all talking about?
Rihanna hasn't had an album out in I don't know how long. So I don't think that should matter.
Did Usher have an album out? Because I don't remember Usher having an album
Yes,
out.
Usher dropped the album. Yeah, he did.
No, he put the album out after the Super Bowl. Did he not?
That's what you're supposed to do when you do a Super Bowl.
So who's to say Drake couldn't have put out an album after the Super Bowl? Like
the point is that you can't say that he picked a side because he picked the person to do the Super Bowl. I don't agree with that, but I mean, y'all, man,
I do.
He didn't have to pick either one. That's what I said.
If somebody says I pick him to be the winner, then I take that. I think that the problem.
I think if someone says that I'm
always
because you have a hot song out over a rap beef, I think that is
the problem is always we assume that somebody said this, or we assume that this is the side that they standing on because of X, Y, and Z. It don't have to necessarily mean that. I think that if somebody actually did it and they say, listen, this is what I stand for, that's one thing than me saying, oh man, you did the Super Bowl, so you picked a side. I didn't know that he was friends with them to where he was even being held accountable to that point.
He inserted himself, a grown 50-something-year-old man who just said that he's not really trying to be involved with the whole rap.
Okay, Brittany.
He inserted himself by saying, I'm going to pick the guy who has the hottest song because he's in
That's not what he said.
Brittany, let me ask you a question. Wait. Let me ask you a question really quick.
I'm not hearing stuff.
Let me ask you a question. So he's a curator of whatever for the Super Bowl halftime, right? And let's say, for example, he's trying to pick somebody in the culture to do a Super Bowl. He got to guarantee it's a big show. It's coming right after the whole Dr. Dre, Snoop, all of that stuff. That one came the year before. Who do you pick? Who was he supposed to pick?
You're trying to make it seem like I'm mad
Bad
at
Bunny.
Kendrick.
Bad Bunny wasn't popping back then.
You're trying to make it
Bad
seem
Bunny
like
was popping back then.
Hold on.
We need another year, Mom. We need another year.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me ask Brittany. I asked Brittany.
My statement originally is he contradicted himself by saying that he doesn't want to be a part of the whole rap beef. He doesn't think that it's right at his age.
Brittany, that's not
so again. But I'm gonna say that because you're trying to say who should I'm not mad that he picked Kendrick Lamar. I'm not against him picking Kendrick.
If that's your stance,
I'm not mad that he picked
what would have been a better alternative is what I'm asking.
I'm not tripping that he picked Kendrick. It's not about an alternative, is my point. You're taking away from
in order to substantiate your argument of in order to substantiate your argument.
You changed my argument.
Don't let AD pigeonhole you into a certain answer.
Y'all gotta
let me pigeonhole you into a specific answer.
Let me just ask the question. And if you choose not to answer it, you can choose not to answer it. But let me get the whole question out. in order to be able to substantiate your argument that he shouldn't have picked a side, not whether or not Kendrick was hot, not whether or not he had the hottest song. So in order to substantiate your argument that he shouldn't have picked a side, do you have a suggestion for a replacement?
That's not what I said, though. Can we say what my argument was so that I can substantiate my argument? Because that's not what I said.
You can say whatever you want to say.
But the thing is you just changed everything I said.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay, I'm about to. What I said in the beginning was he contradicted himself. That was my point. If you're saying that you don't want to be involved in a rap beef and you didn't agree with it, then why did you go with one of the people in the rap beef? That was my point. I don't care that he picked Kendrick Lamar. I'm not opposed to it, but stand on that. If you picked Kendrick because you thought he, like you said, he had the hottest song against Drake in a rap beef, right? So then to me, what do you mean you don't want to be a part of it? You made yourself a part of it when you picked Kendrick Lamar.
Let me revise the question. Let me revise the question.
That year. You could have picked anybody else. You chose Kendrick because he had the hottest song.
Now that you just said that, you said he could have picked anybody else. Can you give me a suggestion of who else he could have?
I did, and you didn't agree with it. I said Lil Wayne. Can
you give me somebody other than Lil Wayne?
He could have picked Bad Bunny that year. Bad Bunny was hot at that time. So I'm wrong? So that's not a good enough option? Because how is that not a good enough option? You asked me, I answered. He could have picked Wayne. Everybody said most people wanted to see Wayne because they were in New Orleans. Is that not a fact?
No, I think
people wanted to see Lil Wayne. Then people started saying, no, because I seen Wayne perform and he's not going to be good. But at first, everybody was on board with seeing Lil Wayne in New Orleans. I'm not crazy.
It was not.
Yes, they were.
There was a ton of people.
You're adding stuff to his rationale.
There was a ton of people that was like, Wayne is trash. And I remember I remember it specifically
because Wayne came out and said something, and people felt like he was hating on Kendrick. That's why
people were uploading videos showing Wayne doing bad at their shows, and they were uploading them.
Being on drugs.
After
it doesn't make any sense.
People were having a conversation about whether or not Wayne should headline the Super Bowl. They were showing videos of Wayne and his performances, and they were saying that he was a bad live performer. So everybody did not want Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl. That is a lie.
They started doing that, Anton, after he came out and spoke on Kendrick getting picked to do the Super Bowl. They
started doing that once they started asking Wayne specifically in interviews if he should be the Super Bowl headliner because it was going to be in his city. That's when they started having that conversation. That's what it had nothing to do with the Drake Kendrick Lamar situation. It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, because it all started before they knew Kendrick Lamar was going to be the performer.
That's what I'm saying.
When they announced the Super Bowl and they announced that it was in New Orleans, that's when people was like, "Hey, Wayne should be here." That's what she was saying. That's what she was saying.
No, it's not. She's saying that the conversation about Wayne should have been picked happened after they picked Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl.
I did not say that. Hold on. I did not say that. That is not what I said. You asked me who is a better option, and I said I said Lil Wayne. And you
heard that part. I'm talking about.
Look.
Jesus is tackling him.
The thing is though, they chose Kendrick before GNX actually came out. They chose Kendrick in September. GNX came out in November. So that means they already knew they was gonna pick him. They just made it public. They just made it public in September.
His hotness had nothing to do with GNX. GNX came as a result of his hotness. They were picking Kendrick Lamar based off of the fact that he had a hot ass summer and he had the #1 song in the nation and he had it for months. Then Kendrick, when they selected Kendrick to be the Super Bowl performer, it was because Not Like Us. GNX was dropping. GNX was dropping, and that wound up being the name of his tour that he wound up going on after he did the Super Bowl.
Why did not like us?
They picked Kendrick
What
because
are you talking about,
It
bro?
doesn't matter why.
they
Pick it
picked
based off of
Doesn't
Kendrick.
matter what
Him dropping an
it
album
doesn't.
was
they
not
picked Kendrick. They picked Kendrick
No, it
based
doesn't.
off the. They picked Kendrick based off the battle.
himself, which was my
They picked
point.
Kendrick based off the
They
battle.
picked Kendrick based off of the fact that he had the biggest numbers. He had the biggest, hottest record in the world. In the world, bro.
Because of the battle.
It doesn't matter why he had the hottest record. He had the hottest record.
No, it
What
doesn't.
matter?
You can't say I'm not going to put this dude on the stage because
He had the hottest record in the world. Y'all can say it's because of Drake.
I'm not disagreeing that he did.
You said because of anything. It was the hottest song out. It was nobody that was not
Nobody's
bumping.
disagreeing.
You couldn't
Y'all
open.
wrong.
No,
Nobody's
not like us.
Wrong.
Not like us. Was almost like an in the club type of.
Nobody's
You
disagreeing.
could not
with
go
that.
out. No, listen, bro. This is a fact. This is just a
Wrong,
fact.
AD.
You could not go outside. It was at every barbecue.
Facts.
Every old person played it.
Nobody-
It was on the radio.
Facts.
It was in
You proved that
rotation.
point.
You could not go anywhere. It was on the dances and on the TikToks. You could not go anywhere without hearing
Yeah,
that.
and we know that. No, but
That shit
nobody.
was, bro, that shit was
AD.
playing at a hotel.
AD.
I was in a hotel
AD.
lobby and it was playing in a hotel lobby. I said, what the
AD.
fuck is going on?
But we know that though. It was
AD, the reason why the record blew up is because he was talking about Drake and he was calling him a pet. I ain't saying nothing the whole time, dog. Like the reason why people, yes, it does, because the reason why it matters because he's calling him a pedo on the record. He calling him a pedo on the song.
And he's making it extra personal. And Jay-Z said once again, which
he calling him a pedo on the song. That's the most important lyric on the record.
And he made it.
You can't say you don't care.
Let me tell you
the
something.
whole purpose of the record.
Let me tell you something, bro.
And that was substantiating my point. He contradicted himself.
If a music record executive, nigga, if you would have brought Ether and Takeover today, nigga, Nas would be headlining the Super Bowl.
Facts.
Why?
Nas would be the headliner of the Super Bowl.
Cool.
But why?
Don't say you don't like, but then don't say that you're past it.
But it wouldn't be because niggas is picking a side. It would be because the record was the hottest fucking record out.
I don't think
you're proving her point because it says fuck Jay-Z to start the song. It says fuck Jay-Z to start the song.
The point that I'm making is as simple as this. It has nothing to do, in my opinion, with who won the battle from Jay-Z's perspective. It had everything to do with the fact that it was a business decision, and he made an objective business decision on who should be the Super Bowl performer based off of who had the fucking hottest song at the moment. That is my only point. Whatever it is that y'all talking about that's trying to dispute that, cool, have at it. That's what my point is.
But your point is fine. Nobody's even disagreeing with that. I to your point, cool. It was a good business move. Nobody's disagreeing with that. You took my point and flipped it to your point, which wasn't my point. My point was, I started off by saying, and I'll say this for the last time, is that he contradicted himself in the interview by saying he doesn't like the fact where rap beef is going today. People are making it too personal. He said at his age, he's too old and he sees things differently. So again, cool. He's entitled to feel that way. But if you feel that way, you pick Kendrick based off of, like you said, the hottest song, right, of the summer of that year because of a rap beef. So you're contradicting yourself, is my point.
Brittany, I think he's saying that. I think he was saying that because him getting older, he see that the culture stopped reacting to music being great. I'm trying to finish my point. I think he's saying that because of the culture reacting to more than the music, and it reacted to more of the beef. And back then they cared about the music, the DJs, producers, like people were highly invested. That's what I think. That's why he said that. I don't think that he was talking about like participating in the beef culture, because rap culture comes with that too. But
I just feel like he said what he said, and I just took off of what he said out of his mouth. And he said that at his age, he feels like he's probably the old man. So he's saying that, he sees things differently now. I get that. I'm not opposed to that. I think, like I said, as we get older, we should think differently. What we might have did in our past when we were young, cool. We can mature. But again, for him to say that in the interview, he then contradicted himself by saying, I'm picking Kendrick Lamar, who's in a rap beef with Drake, because he has the hottest song that's going against Drake. Do y'all not understand that?
You
like,
don't understand it.
No. She's absolutely right. This is the thing. Jay-Z's trying to wash his hands from this shit, man. He's trying to wash his hands as usual. This is damage control. This nigga does this shit. This is the only reason he ever do interviews is to do damage control, and he's notorious for this. Like, this doesn't change nothing. Like,
he's doing interviews because he's about to drop an album.
He's directly on brand with how he moves. He's directly on brand with how he moves. That man always on damage control. He was absolutely wrong for inserting himself in that battle. He actually had it's even deeper than that. It's some other shit that was happening between Drake and Jay that people don't even. I ain't gonna even get into all that shit. Anyway, like the nigga trying to wash his hands. Like he was straight up wrong. He inserted himself. He picked a side. Period. Like now you're trying to say, man. Now you're trying to say he talking about people family. Nigga, you talked about Nas' baby mama when nobody knew nothing, and you inserted Allen Iverson in that shit and almost got your cap peeled back for that. Who is that? Jay-Z is the biggest hypocrite, man. Sometimes, man, this dude be wilding. I think he be forgetting what he's actually done. It's insane. It is insane that people really let him get away with saying certain things. That's why probably he only did an interview with somebody really, 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 really young that probably didn't know about the fucking Super Ugly. They probably, because soon as he just said, like, yeah, they talking about each other, I'd be like, well, what about the lyrics on Super Ugly? He ain't gonna get nobody to do the interview with that's gonna interview him and ask the hard questions.
Was that dude like 12? How old? Who was that? Am I sure?
He's 30. He's 35. He just looks young.
Dude who interviewed him?
Yeah.
He looks like a kid. I thought it was a kid.
He's living a soft life.
You look younger than me.
Wow.
The thing is, though, Jay gonna always protect the brand. I get it. I dig it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can't contradict yourself, man. You can't do that shit, bro.
That's all I was saying.
Act like. And then he was wrong. It's 5 pillars of hip hop. I feel like the nigga be pushing agendas, man. Like, how you gonna leave out knowledge itself? That's what hip hop was built on. Like, how are you gonna leave off the most important pillar of hip hop? Knowledge itself. Like, then to say that the 4th pillar was battling, no, it was just being an MC. Because DJs were MCs, the original MCs of hip hop parties. They was the ones that was originally on the mic, not actual rappers. So Jay was kind of wrong, man. Like, but it's crazy how like that's why he let somebody who was uninformed interview him, man. Like, he got away with a lot. Yeah, that actually is a pillar, Groovy. That's definitely a pillar of hip hop. Ask people who really, really, really know about hip hop. 5 pillars. The 5th pillar is hip hop is knowledge itself. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, dog. Shut
I
that
can
shit
see
up,
if he
man.
told him not to perform that song, but he knew he was gonna get up there and perform that song.
He had to, because it was the hottest song of the.
Absolutely.
He said it was the hottest song. That song is what made Kendrick come out of the woodworks and blow up the way he did. If we're being, and again, it's not even a bias situation. It's just it's an obvious fact. Like, that song was a hot song. We all know that. That's not a secret. So yeah, he knew he was going to perform that song. People were even, I've seen conversations of people saying, "Oh, I don't think he's going to say it at the Super Bowl. He can't say that part." He did it anyway. Like, and Jay-Z, matter of fact, Jay-Z was probably like, "No, I need you to perform it. This right here is what you need to perform. This is the biggest song." Like Anton said, he said it was the hottest song, right? So yeah, perform this song. And I'm not opposed to that, but let's be real. You can't say I'm above this when you inserted yourself into it. And you can say that he didn't insert himself. He did insert himself in that, because he could have picked somebody else to do the Super Bowl that year. But because the song was so hot, a battle rap song against Drake, or not a battle rap, but a song that was against Drake, of course he's going to pick him.
Brittany's still
that No. She not. That nigga wouldn't have been. If that nigga didn't have no song dissing Drake, if he didn't have no song dissing Drake, he wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl.
That's at all.
Straight up facts.
Y'all don't know
Straight
that.
up facts. Because
we
know that. We know that because when he gonna perform,
when
he gonna perform on Pimp a Butterfly, he gonna perform at the Super Bowl on To Pimp a Butterfly. He gonna perform records off To Pimp a Butterfly at the Super Bowl. Hell no.
He already performed with the record that nobody was asking for Kendrick, but because of that song, people were excited to see him. I don't think people were asking for Kendrick. It's one song. It was one song. And it was a hot song. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it was one song.
He said it's one song.
It was one song too. So you mean to do the Super Bowl, all you gotta do is have one hit song? No, I don't think that's the case.
Well, let's stop for a second and let's stop for a second. Kendrick Lamar has had multiple hit songs.
Facts.
Multiple. So let's stop.
I'm not saying he didn't. I know that. I have his albums. I'm talking about to do the Super Bowl the year that he did. It was based off of one song. You can disagree with that. That's fine.
If somebody else had a song that was bigger than Kendrick but not have the catalog to back it up,
I just said it was because of one song.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Because you keep trying to combat what I'm agreeing with that. You keep trying to make it seem like I'm disagreeing with that, and I'm not.
You have not become the one person that.
You got it.
Okay. Well, I still stand that he contradicted himself. That's all I was saying.
We know.
Brandon Beecham says, nah, AD, even the woman you lay next to can change. His 3-packet said, what up with the super sticker? Molly looks so innocent until you watch the show, says LG. Bobby G says, Tupac warned about the Jay-Z and Puffy for a reason. I'm not calling rumors facts, but Jay-Z as had decades of controversy around power, alliances, and image. Stop acting like every criticism is crazy. Turned wifey into a coat. Y'all niggas is talking, bro.
Wait a minute, bro.
These niggas is just saying
anything.
Nigga. You had me in the first half.
Niggas just be talking, then you realize that they off the reservation. Cali Mike says, I'm calling Cap because he was in plenty of beef with rappers. It's just part of the culture. Oh, I need something to drink. MK says, unrelated to the topic, AD slim bet between Denzel Washington and Eddie Murphy. Who has a Denzel Washington, bro?
Come on now. Yeah. What kind of question is that?
Yeah,
I am Brandon Beecham says, you change your name?
Yeah, he changed it that quick.
You just changed your name
with some numbers. I thought.
He said, I'm not no numbers. I am Brandon Beecham. Kendrick was hot, wasn't beef related.
Facts.
Count.
No, that's not
it's
true.
Count, bro.
I will say Chris Brown should have been picked over Bad Bunny. Jay was wrong for that. I don't even think
he's never going to pick Chris Brown. He's never going to pick Chris Brown. That's why you can't. This is why you can't listen to the nigga. This is the whole thing is a contradiction. Chris Brown is the hottest artist. He got his tour is called the Breezy Bowl, and he will never pick that nigga for obvious reasons because it ain't just business. It's always personal. It just makes it seem like
he hits women. You can't pick somebody who hits women.
Wet Nut says, unrelated to the topic, but
Dr. Dre did. Sorry.
Let me get these super chats. Unrelated to the topic, but does anyone else find it weird that TSA isn't getting funded during the war with Iran?
No.
Flipper1AD0 says Midwest Pack. Brandon Beecham says Not Like Us was hot for 9 months straight. Remember, people were praying on Twitter for Kendrick to get the Super Bowl just to perform the song.
Facts.
Me University says just make me, then don't make a sound. Shout out to Me University. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Brittany head fried. Dot was smoking hot. Dot dropped GNX. Molly, you have to think business. Talking about I wouldn't have picked neither one of them. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says everything Jay said went over Brittany head.
Facts.
Midwest Pat says Dolphins cooking tonight.
No, not facts.
Facts.
Truthful D says she yelling and is dead wrong. He said, "Why do you care about the beef?" He also said, "I'm Jay-Z, Hove." Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. That's the part that I didn't say nothing. I didn't get a chance to say, but it's cool. He explained it further in the interview, like he don't have to have no bias. He him. Hove basically, this beef is beneath me. Shorty just yapping.
Facts.
Well, I think
Slim, you half right. Jay was just smacking Drake. Brandon Beecham says, "It's been a minute since I've caught the show live. Shout out to the panel. Ladies is looking fire." Shout out to Brandon Beecham. All right, y'all. Let me play another clip. Get y'all perspective.
Yeah, y'all, a lot of that.
I want to go back to this idea we were talking about just doing things the right way, even when that comes to like attaining wealth and continuing to amass wealth. We're talking about B-sides. One of your illest lines to me is "Face to the ceiling, race to a billion. Heaven on earth, will his wings still fit him?" So, like,
well, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna just go all the way to the last one. We're not gonna get to both clips, so I have to just pick one. I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do this last one to cap it off so that we don't go over time.
you're looking at a year that you defined to me as all offense, and you said that you made scratches, and they sounded kind of like fiery and maybe not anything you wanted to put out. So it made me wonder, like, what are the hallmarks of a great Jay-Z album right now? Like, what are you trying to put out there that you would want to put out there?
I don't know yet. I don't know. But I know that we have enough negativity currently.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to create currently that's gonna like fulfill me.
Okay.
And make me happy, because that's most important.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that feeling is, will vibrate and like touch people in a way with its honesty. And maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm stopping myself from just creating, trying to create something that people like.
Yeah.
Is where I think a lot of artists get jammed up.
Right. Overthinking it.
Yeah. They just try to make,
or reverse engineer it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, they love the feeling of that white hot feeling of when they was, it felt new.
Yeah.
And that newness, trying to create that, is where they get jammed up, because you don't know slang and you don't know thing. It's sad. It's like it's cringy. Like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. Make your type of music. Because you ain't doing what you saying you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing in '96.
Yeah.
So we need to make that any type of music that approaches that would be embarrassing, because it's not authentic. You just gotta make something timeless that I really love and that's really honest and true to who I am.
So, final question. Considering that Jay basically confirmed that he is working on new music, will he drop a classic, in your opinion? Do you anticipate a classic, number one? And is he considered a GOAT for you specifically?
A GOAT or the GOAT?
Whatever you want, however you want to frame it. It's up to you.
Well, I don't listen to Jay-Z, so I don't. Classic's crazy. I don't know, but he's not the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
My GOAT in rap, Wayne, for sure. This is my GOAT. I mean, everybody have different opinions, so. You
say Jay-Z making a classic is crazy?
No, I'm saying, like, to think it's gonna be a classic is what, 20, almost 30 years later. I don't know if he can drop a classic at this point.
Just the word classic mean like an expands over time. So
I don't think he can drop a classic at this point in his life.
What's your top 5?
What you mean?
Top 5 music.
What you mean?
Top 5 rappers of all time, or like my favorite rappers, or what you mean?
All time. What's your top 5 of all time?
I mean, I'm a youngin, so
You ain't got to make no excuses. Just what's
No,
your
I'm
top
just
five?
saying though, it's not gonna be like a Tupac or.
You don't have to. You don't have to preface it. Just what's your top five?
My favorite rapper all time is Wayne. Then I had to put Future.
This is crazy.
Raw Wave definitely in my top 5.
Oh, YN ass nigga.
So wait. You said Wayne, Future, and Rod Wave?
Yeah, in no
All
order.
Y'all gotta let him finish telling us.
Yeah, I mean, hold on now. Raw Wave 6 for 6, so we're gonna go there. We can argue about that. So let's see, Wayne, Future, Raw Wave, everything else just kind of Lil Baby probably in there.
This is his top
I don't
5.
know.
Let him finish.
It's just all. It's
Ain't
like,
nobody saying nothing but you.
It's just like
faces.
I'm trying to even think of who else could be in there. Dirk probably. I don't know. I don't listen to.
You might have just put together the worst top 5 I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Stop it, AD.
No. Listen. EOS, bro. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it.
End of shift, nigga.
I don't think that I've ever heard a worse top 5.
That was my favorite
in my
though.
life, bro.
Wait.
Never heard a worse top 5 in my life.
Hold on. Shoot him some bill, a little bit of bill, AD. What's your criteria for these rappers? Like being in, just
Nigga,
like you just
my
like
age.
Hold on. You just like to listen to him?
He just said he don't listen to Jay-Z.
What I got to do with what I'm asking him?
Isn't that just what music is though? You just listen to it, like it.
No, but I'm saying like you have these artists as your top, and because these are just the artists that you like to listen to.
Basically.
Okay, so it ain't based on skill set or nothing. It's just like what catches you at the moment.
Yeah,
somewhat, yeah.
And some people like stuff like if they can relate to it too. No, it's not just listening.
This makes sense. So he's not really. It's not really a top 5 list of skill set. What's so funny?
You just said, nah, nigga, don't count.
That's not what I said. I said it's not based on skill set. It's not based off skill set. This is based off what you like to listen to. See, my criteria is totally different. I have to base it off a skill set. It's not necessarily that I even like to. It's not the way that I. It's not that I like to listen to you all the time. What's up?
Top 5 of all time.
Mine is gonna always be lyricists. So it's gonna be.
I'm just saying.
Name them, Salimi, so we can ask AD after you.
So it's gonna be Eminem, Royce the 5'9".
Wait. Why you do that?
These is lyricists, so it's only gonna be lyricists on my list. It's not gonna be no average rappers. So I always Fabulous. Sometimes it bounce around. So sometimes Fabulous in there. Loaded Lux always gonna be top 5 for me. This dude is a superior lyricist. He got great songs if you ever actually listen to him. And then I'll say sometimes I even put Sci High in that list because he's an extreme lyricist.
Slimmy and EOS are both in the running of the worst top 5s I've ever heard of in my life.
Man, you got Biggie in your top 5. I can't even take it seriously no more.
Biggie ain't rapped in 30 years. 2 back-to-back worst.
Hey, let me get in here.
Hey, look. I don't care what nobody else think. Most people don't have a criteria. I gave my criteria of why I did. It's not even about how I literally said it's not about what I listen to. It's about me respecting a skill set that most artists, most people can never attain. Most people could never touch. They don't know how to write song lyrics. So that's why I respect these artists more than anybody else, because anybody could write a song and get that shit put on the radio damn near. That doesn't take a real skill set. We listen to fucking chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. That was literally a song on the radio that was considered a hit. That's bullshit. I don't consider none of that shit for what I like as a lyricist. You could never shame a lyricist top 10. You could never shame that. It means you don't respect the craft. It means there's something wrong with you if you could say that Royce the 5'9", Loaded Lux, Eminem are garbage, or hint that these aren't the most elite artists to ever touch a microphone and ever put penmanship to paper. That's insane that you would criticize a list with the criteria like that. That's bad.
Listen.
That's bad, man.
You can't shame me.
This is exactly what's wrong with hip hop now, because there's people that'll say, people that got skill sets, that got real talent, are not it. That is wild to me. That is fucking wild.
You're not gonna shame me for your bad list.
I'm shaming you because you're shaming me. For what I like. That's bad though. I didn't shame him. I wanted to know.
You got a bad list, bro.
You say what?
You got a bad list, bro.
How do I have a bad list?
You got a horrible list. You got a terrible list.
Name me lyricists, 5 lyricists better than them.
Jay-Z.
Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye, yes. Crooked Eye is up there. Crooked Eye is on my top 10 though too. Jay-Z, absolutely not.
Jay may be in there.
Absolutely not.
Don't mention
not even Black Thought.
Not even
Black Thought. Not even Black Thought. Not even Black Thought up there with them. He not up there with them. But I'll give you.
I could name 15
people.
You say who?
I can name 15 people that definitely belong in that that can be rotated in and
you
out.
Can't. You can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
Give you Crooked Eye. Pac and Biggie ain't on that list. Sorry, Nas ain't.
Lupe is better than Sahau.
Lupe is in my top 10.
Lupe's in
my top 10.
Okay. I think Razzcast definitely deserved to be in there.
Not no more. But Razzcast was one of the first people you ain't got enough calcium to pick a bone with me. I know. Trust me. Razzcast, but he ain't up there. He ain't up there though.
How is Razzcast not in there, bro?
He not up there with them, dog.
He not in there, Slimmy?
He not up there with them.
Stop it, bro. Stop.
He not up there with them. But I get you too,
bro.
I get you too.
Listen, this is y'all list. I don't want to belabor the point, bro. I think that y'all list.
You said you could name. You said
what's
you
your
could name
top
how
5,
many?
AD?
Come on.
What do you mean? I think that the greatest of all time is a criteria of everything. The first thing that is always got to be on the list is live performance. That is the top. That is the top thing. And it is not the only thing that prefers to be on that criteria, but the greatest of all time for me, the first is live performance. The second thing is your ability to make music that move the soul, because this is where me and Slimmy differ. I think you could be the most lyrical miracle dude in the world. Hypothetical etiquette, whatever you want to do it. Yeah, you could do all of that, right? But if people don't feel that shit, it don't mean nothing. People remember where they were when they heard this first thing, and that's why they sing along with it, bro. Like, what made Jay great wasn't the fact that he put a whole dictionary together. I could put Los in there. Los definitely deserved to be in there. Papoose could probably get in there also. Slimmy, yes, he can. Pap could definitely be in that list.
No. His voice too boring.
You said lyricism. You said pure lyricism. Now you're talking about boring voices. That's performance.
If you're boring, dog.
Anyways, and most of the
niggas
in
Los I agree with. Los in my top 10 too. So
most of the niggas in that list, people would consider boring. But it's stage presence, it's performances, it's your ability to put together a song, it's your ability to resonate with people. All of that stuff matters, bro.
So what's your top 5?
Yeah, top 5.
What's yours?
I can pick
it's a lot of explanation. Come on, man.
Top 5.
It's a lot of explanation.
Top 5.
Don't worry about I can give you a top 5. That's all I said.
Come on.
My top 5.
No. They asking you yours.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm doing, Nick. Slimmy, are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about what I was saying.
No, I can give you a top 5 right off the bat. And this is in no particular order, just me putting it out there. The first person is going to be Nasir Jones. That's going to be my flagship artist. That definitely.
Making no explanation. Name 5 niggas.
No. You're not going to stop. You're not going to slow me down. And I am going to explain.
Oh no! We didn't just give it first and then tell us why. No, they just said their top 5.
No, you're gonna respect me.
No, because you're stalling now.
Reclaiming my time.
No, I'm gonna.
Let me not say stalling.
Nasir Jones is the first one that's in there because he got multiple classic albums, and his debut album was considered one of the holy grails. That's
Illmatic at age 20.
Number 2, and he can fall in and out just because over time. I'm gonna put Big in my top 5 all day long. Big had 2 of the best top 5 albums of all time, masterpieces, classics. I don't think that there's too many people that will ever be in the same lens as Big.
So
and a lot of people actually, huh?
Oh no, I was saying so Nas, Big.
I would definitely probably go with Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne deserves to be in the top 5. Every single little nigga that's running around out here today is Lil Wayne.
With skinny jeans.
Yeah. Y'all not gonna like my next pick. I might have to save him for last. I think you got an idea of where I'm going with this. I'm always gonna pick Drizzy Drake, baby.
Drake probably my top 5 too.
Drake your
top 5.
Drake for me has to go into the top 5 100%. And then my last, and I hate to say this because it's a lot of honorable mentions. It's a lot of other people that deserve to be in there. I really like Eminem. I really like Andre 3000. I like a whole lot of people, but I got to put Jay in there, bro. Jay-Z is absolutely no
Tupac.
I might go with Kanye, but I'm gonna go with Jay. I want to go with Ye because I think that Ye is the better artist. Yeah. But I'm going with Jay-Z because his music resonated with me more at the time that he came out. So I'm gonna go Jay. I can go Ye. Kanye is in that list. He's a genius. He is a literal genius, bro. It's some other people you can throw in there too. It's a lot of people you can get in there.
I think it's hard to just pick 5. I mean, you can, but at the end of the day, I think if you like a certain artist and other people don't, I think like even with Equal, I feel like you said, if you resonate with certain people's music, I think it's fair that might be your top 5. It doesn't mean that they're the greatest of all time, but if it's your list, it's your list. And I think that's okay to like who you like.
We can go, listen. We can go anywhere in that list. Like I'll give you, man, I'm telling you, bro, I could probably name 15, 20 artists that could rival anybody that's in Slimmy's list. The Lupes, the fucking Razcast.
You literally can't. You literally
Pharaoh Monch definitely could be in that
list.
list.
Keep your list with Pharaoh Monch is one of my favorite rappers. He's not in that list.
Absolutely. And I already said Crooked Eye. I honestly believe Pat could be in there. Matter of fact, I'll give you somebody that I know can go into that list, and he better than Kendrick. The Game definitely can be in that fucking list.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And he better. And when it comes to penning, and when it comes to that pen, he better.
He a rapping ass nigga. But
he better than Kendrick.
Yeah, he better than Kendrick.
That Game is probably. I think that if you put 20 niggas, 20 lyricists and say who coming out of this bitch, I think that Game would be the most feared in that entire list. There's nobody.
Hell no.
Listen.
What?
Game would be the most feared person that somebody would have to face in a fucking rap battle. I'm telling
Loaded
you.
Lux.
Game would be the most feared.
Game would get destroyed.
He would not.
He would get destroyed.
He would not.
Game literally. Hold on, wait. Game. I don't even think Game was equipped for that shit as Joe Budden was. Joe Budden tried to step into that rim and got annihilated.
Listen,
like Game ain't like
I don't
that,
do
dog.
supposits. Game is one of the most feared. Niggas don't want to get in the game. They don't want to get in the ring with Game, bro. Nobody. That nigga will body anybody.
I don't think it really has anything to do with rap. I think that has more to do with his gang affiliation.
No, it don't have no gang. I ain't talking about literal. I'm talking about that.
Like ain't nobody worried about that nigga lyrically.
Nobody can fuck with Game, bro. I'm telling you.
I can't say nobody.
Listen.
I can't say nobody.
You know why niggas would fear Game the most?
Red rose, right, white ceiling, exactly.
Whatever you want to call it. Niggas would fear Game the most is because he would be the one with the least expectations, but the one that they know can go bar for bar, and he could put pen to pad. Game is the most slept on lyricist in the game. Period. There's nobody that is more slept on in the game.
I think he's the most slept on rapper. I don't think he's a slept on lyricist at all. I don't think he in that same tier. I think he could rap his ass off. But I don't put him in that lyricist tier, man.
Slimmy, that is the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. You just said you didn't put him in it at all.
I don't put him in that lyricist tier. I think Game
crazy.
I think Game is an elite rapper. I think he kind of he gonna fizzle out when it come to them lyricists. With the kind of caliber of lyrics that we talking about, he gonna fizzle out.
No.
He gonna fizzle out.
No, he not.
He ain't nowhere near no Lupe Fiasco, dog.
No, he not.
He ain't
Nobody want a part of Game. I don't think him wanted to even respond.
And Game will give you 1,000 bars, and I'll say about 775 of them gonna be filler.
You lie. No, you know.
They're gonna be like some basic shit.
No. You know that's a lie.
I'm saying basic shit I don't mean basic shit and as anybody could write it though. I mean it's basic for a lyricist.
No.
He gonna give you 300 solid bars though. He gonna give you 300 solid bars, but I think he gonna fall short.
No.
He gonna fall short, man.
I disagree.
Can we hear Q Diddy top 5?
Give me a 5, Q.
Y'all
I already know what top 5 is.
Jason outrageous.
All right, y'all ready? That nigga's not a rapper. That shit is stupid. Nope, nigga, we gonna start with Mystical, nigga. Out the gate, nigga.
I can't even take
we gonna go with Nas, Tupac, Kanye, and Drake.
You get Mystical to fuck about that, bro. What are you talking about, man?
Are you really using Mystical, or was that just for?
There's not a bad list, but Mystical threw it off though.
Oh, he was serious. I thought you were joking.
I don't even think Quentin is serious.
There's not a bad list, but Mystical threw it off.
Let's Sanchez, give me five top.
What?
Nas, Method Man.
No.
Stop. This is bogus.
You can't tell me to stop.
We don't want a list based off looks. We want a list based off.
It's not based off looks.
Name me five Method Man songs.
Name me five Method Man
songs.
Ex-girlfriend, how you been? You lucky I ain't got a voice, boy. You lucky.
That's one. Can we get 2 more?
No. It's not off the looks. I can like light-skinned. Foxy Brown. Yeah, Little Kim, and it was one more dude. Oh, probably J. Cole. I like J. Cole.
Oh wow,
Foxy Brown. Y'all let her get away with Foxy Brown?
Foxy
Brown.
Foxy Brown has some shit. Foxy Brown has some shit.
So the Mystical. Y'all just mad because that nigga in jail.
No, I'm not mad at a Mystical pick. I just don't think you're serious.
Nigga, I didn't make the guy up.
Brittany, give me your 5.
Well,
you know what? Let me give y'all. Let me switch y'all some bill. Give me your 5. You can do a 5 favorite or 5 greatest.
Okay, 5 favorite. Okay, 5 favorite because greatest is.
I knew that was.
I'm gonna say 5 favorite. I'm gonna start with Drake just because. I'm gonna start with Drake. Tupac. Honestly, I like Tory Lanez, so I'm gonna say Tory. I think he's super talented. Dang, I didn't think this was gonna be this hard.
Shouldn't have been. We've been talking for
Kanye.
an hour.
I'm gonna say Kanye West, and I'm trying to think of people I really be like listening to lately. I guess Cole.
Well, I don't really listen to rap.
Like, there's too many, but I'm gonna say those for just 5 right now.
I'm R&B all day.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm just kind of like rap is. I listen to old school rap, but I'm like I'm mostly like R&B.
Yeah, you pigeonhole me to rap, AD. That's fucked up.
I pigeonholed you to rap. No, I didn't. Yeah. I said George was Jason Aldean.
No, I don't know. I said Creed is first thing. Nickelback, throw some Tamia in there and some LMI. That's fucked up.
First of all, it's LMA. He said LMI. Jesus.
No, I said May. Is it good, Slimmy? Trumpet over there eating some hog mogs.
Hey,
Andy, I gotta leave and come back.
I gotta leave and come back?
Yeah, no, I do.
Are you asking for permission, nigga?
No, I'm just saying.
And then I'm gonna have to leave when he come back. This shit is outrageous, man.
That's weird how that affects you like that.
I might as well leave now.
Dang, that shit wild.
Look at these niggas.
Did I mess Slimmy up?
Yep. I'm about to mess Slimmy up just because I'm bored.
No, he didn't know if you messed him up yet. He just left.
No, because how I was looking on my screen, it was kind of I was in the background, but I was actually on the thing, so I had to leave and set it back up. I don't know why I did that.
Anyways, any other thoughts? Here goes Slimmy.
EOS.
What's up,
Say so. Oh, okay,
cool.
Okay. Yeah. We got to check.
Give me y'all got anything else?
Yeah, man. Get Drake out y'all motherfucking top 5. This shit outlandish, man.
You a hater, Slim.
Drake goated, bro.
Get this nigga out y'all top 5.
Slim is a hater.
This nigga out y'all top 5.
You a hater, Slim.
Everybody on there ain't better than Drake.
I only know one Elton John song. Fuck you.
Being better don't mean he still ain't good though. That's the thing.
Drake could quite possibly rival for the #1 spot, bro.
For Summers, made Summers popping.
He might be the greatest of all time, man.
He made too many Summers hot for everybody. Like Drake had music for the fall, the winter, the summer. Like you can't deny.
Fuck me for free.
Man, it's funny. It's insane to hear somebody say you're a hater when this nigga got the ultimate hater song. Like it was like this nigga Marvin's Room is a hater ass song. You can't call nobody a hater if you accepting Drake in your top 5. He got the ultimate hater song. Fuck that nigga.
But everybody remixed it. They like
Slim. Come on, man. Slim. Cups of the rose.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. That is the most hater ass song of all.
That's a great song, bro.
I ain't saying it wasn't a great song. I ain't saying it wasn't a great song. I just didn't understand why he took that. Why he went that route. Like that's
why wouldn't he?
And he wrote for other people too. Drake is dope.
Drake got talent. Like, but he got talent. Drake. The nigga been biting my style.
Let me y'all be hating, man.
No, I'm not. I'm just joking. Y'all top 5 is y'all top 5 is y'all top 5. It ain't got nothing to do with
Cups of the rose.
I'm just I've been going through this for 6 years with Anton in this Drake shit, man. This shit is outlandish.
Should call one and go home.
I just don't understand how this nigga's in anybody's top 5 like that.
Broken rap.
I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try.
Well, say the next part.
Is happy with a good guy.
I have a question. I have a question for 80. When y'all want to listen to a banger, where do y'all listen? Where do y'all go?
What you mean?
Fuck that.
I have to go. If I want to listen to some shit, I gotta go I gotta go to my car. It's a wrap. I can't listen to it on no normal phone. I gotta get in the car.
Think about the times we had.
You can't feel it in the headphones.
Oh, you want to hear that super bass?
No, I want to feel pressure. I want to feel pressure. I don't want to hear bass. I want pressure.
Feel it. You want to feel
I want my eyelashes to go like this, nigga.
Pause. I'm out of here.
Nigga, I want my chest to feel shit, nigga. I want my ears to be feeling like this.
He's not around. Oh.
Hey, in my opinion, Family Matters was better than Not Like This, though.
I'm just saying you can do better.
That's a fact. That one joint was the best song out of all.
Tell me had
he changed. Is that Family Matters?
Yeah, that's Family Matters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that shit was insane.
I'm just saying you can do better.
This nigga really going with this joint. But no, the thing about Family Matters is the problem with that song was he fucked up when he said that line, trying to free the slaves. Like, ooh-wee. You probably shouldn't have said that line, buddy.
And I'll start hating. So only if you make me.
Cups of the XO.
Yeah. Sing it, Slimmy.
I know the song. I didn't say it was a bad song.
Slimmy, you just mad. Nigga
What this nigga said at the end? Oh, man. Wait, is that the same song where he was like, my white friend just said these niggas crazy or some shit like that?
No, that's a different song, bro.
That's a different song.
No. That is the same song. That is the same song.
I thought that was at like the end. Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah, where he was saying, just go up while I hold your hair back.
Yeah. Oh. My white friend said these niggas crazy. Hope nobody heard that. Yeah.
I heard that. If you did, they're gonna be in some trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Man, y'all be hating. Man. That nigga's a genius. That nigga's a genius, bro.
He got that from Joe Budden.
That nigga's a genius, bro.
He got that from Joe Budden at the end of what was the name? What's the name of that? You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That nigga Joe Budden was like, oh no, Joe Budden didn't say that. That was DJ Clue.
Molly.
It was DJ Clue talking at the end of his song.
Molly.
Top 5, go.
That kid ain't white.
We'll have to say Future, Gucci, Travis Scott, of course.
Molly like 28.
I love The Weeknd.
And Molly 28 as fuck.
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, Molly telling her age.
Those are probably the people I listen to the most.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, she said Future 80.
Yeah, she said what she said.
All ladies
I love Future, yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All ladies love Future.
I mean, and then like all the good artists or all the artists, they feature him anyway. So it's kind of just like.
I miss Future and Drake doing music together.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening no time soon.
These niggas saying Quavos is crazy. Nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine, nigga stand up, nigga.
No.
I'm mostly damn, what's the name of it? God damn it, what's the name of it? Oh, Dirty Sprite. Dirty Sprite 2.
That nigga's name is Dirty Sprite is insane.
Dirty Sprite 2.
Yeah,
Thought it was a drought. Man, I throw that on in the car. That shit goes so crazy, nigga.
Lil Rue is pretty good.
It's classic.
It don't knock though.
Thought it was a drought. That drought goes so insane. That could be one of the greatest
flip flop.
Yeah,
fucking hit my bitch in my socks.
Dirty Sprite 2. Honestly, man, that shit is up there, bro. That's one of my favorite albums of all time, bro. I love Dirty Sprite 2, bro.
I like Dirty Dr. Pepper.
Hey, y'all have a great evening.
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up after this. That's the cue right there. Everybody can drop off if they need to. I'm gonna go ahead and read it.
Have a good night, y'all.
It's like a cracking up. NFL would have kicked Brittany out after 1 year.
Facts. Get her out of here.
Lies.
We thought she was dropping.
Yeah, said Slim Big Dog. Who you would pick then? Y'all hate that man. TS Car Washington Detail Service says Slim J going on Joe Putton podcast on Saturday. Checking says 5 pillars: breaking, DJing, graffiti, knowledge, and MC.
You added knowledge. That's not one of them.
Hey, Miss Sanchez dropped off. I didn't even see her drop off.
Forgettable.
TS says, but Dot did the Super Bowl with Dre and them. He did. James Shorten says, start making money and get attention. Your own will end you. Slim, when you drop in the hats, big dog. I am Brandon Beecham says, I tried. Jay doesn't hit. I keep Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Yeet, Playboy Cardi, and Gunna in rotation. That's a hell of a list, bro. Especially Playboy. Flashy Boy 313 said all Rod Wave albums went #1 in all platinum.
Facts.
Everybody hates Juju says, remember that the Carter 6 was hot garbage. Quavo, why you ain't put your group in there? Mama.
That's funny.
That's what he typed. I just read it like he typed it. I am Brandon Beecham says you can't play Jay with the hoes. Yes, you can, bro. You definitely can. Me University says Rakim, Cube, Twister, 3 Stacks, Red Man. Listening. Now you know EOS ain't gonna like that list. You don't want to hear none of the people that's in there. Not one person.
Nigga circa 2006.
Twister, my guy.
The University says impactful, Face, Big, Nas, J, Pop.
Facts.
Everybody likes Scarface. Somebody watching some porn.
Man, my kid is here, nigga. We ain't watching that, man.
That's what it sounded like in the background. Sounded like some porn.
This ain't me, nigga. That's Molly.
She said,
I'm muted. No.
that's Quavo.
Nah, good. It ain't me.
That shit was like, oh my God.
No, yeah,
It was like, oh my God, oh my God. This nigga getting the porn ready.
That nigga been drinking the same energy drink all night, nigga.
Hey, this ain't even the energy drink.
It's been the same one, nigga. You out, nigga.
Nigga getting
That nigga been getting the last drop all night, Paul.
Hey, cut that out, AB. Hey, yo, this is why it's funny as fuck. No way.
Getting this paper clip lined up, nigga. As soon as the show in, rub one out.
I ain't gotta do that.
Niggas prepping porn is crazy. Oh my God. Wayne in your top 5, that's Gen Z Xanax for you. Oh, Everybody hates Juju says, when I met Sha, when I met Sha, the first pick was so trick. Finished. I don't know that one, bro. I don't know that one right off the top of my head. I don't remember that one. Destiny. What up, Destiny? Says ask Quentin, top 5 Q for shits and giggles. He did. He gave a very bad one too.
Nigga, I gave yours, nigga. Mystical was my only bad take, nigga. What you mean?
That was a bad take. That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, the rest of them was yours, nigga.
But why would you pick Mystical?
Because I like that nigga.
The University says, Penn, Nas, Cannabis, Royce, Razzcast, Dio say, nah, I'm going to leave Cannabis out of that. I'm going to leave Cannabis out of that list. Mr. Cool Kel says, nice one, AD. Name your top 5. Was excellent question. I'm done with Slenny. He said, Lotus Lux, F out of here. Mine is Q, Face, J, M, L, L. I like all of them. Jada, Fab, and Lupe. The only problem with Jada is that Jada don't have a classic album by itself. But then you can make the case that maybe Fab don't either. But that's a good list too. Dro Snow says top 9, Tech 9. That's it. Wordplay is crazy. Tech 9. Tech 9 is the man. I like Tech 9. Slick Rick. I don't know about Slick Rick, folks. DMX, Big L, Big and LL is all lyricists. I don't know, man. I would leave Slick out of that, bro. TS Car Washing Detail Surface says Big Dog, 37 to 80s baby. Talking about Rod Wave. He not even a rapper, little baby. That's some head frat stuff.
Rod Wave is a rapper, bro.
Top 5, Jay-Z, Drake, J. Cole, Future, and A Boogie. A Boogie?
With the hoodie?
Nah, dog. Nah. The University says Mount Rushmore, Run DMC, LL, Big Daddy Kane, MC Light. Get lit MC Light up out of there, bro. Not MC Light. TS says my top 5, Luda, J, Nas, Scarface, and 3 Stacks. Luda, my favorite rapper, though. Nah. Gotta leave Luda out of that, bro. Keys Primetime says Big L, JD Kiss, Lil Wayne, Nas, and J. Cole. Why do people put Big L in there? I don't understand that.
Because you gotta let them be them.
I don't understand the Big L conversation. Rashawn, shout out to Rashawn. Hey man, thank you, Rashawn. I appreciate you. I love you, big dog. You have been a blessing to the show. Hey guys, just came back home to Chicago from Phoenix this morning. Welcome home. I had gone spend some time with my mom, and she passed away Saturday evening. I want to thank you for keeping me afloat while I sat beside her bed. I enjoyed one good week with her. Hey man, God bless you, bro. I'm so happy. So happy that you're not grieving in a hard way. We here for you. Prayers up for you, bro. Prayers up for
My
your
condolences.
family. Yeah, prayers up for everybody in the family, man. We love you, bro. We hold you up in prayer, man. Shout out to you, Rashawn, man. We got your back, bro. You still got family here, big dog. We all family. We don't have to be blood to be family, bro. We all in the same space, bro. Loving each other. Me University says catalog, Pac, J, Kanye, Cube, and M. Man, you got to take some people up out of there, bro. Slim, no cannabis. Chemical says no order. First 50. Yay. Kendrick Lamar. Pac. Ty is Curtis Blow. Fresh Prince. Got to get the Fresh Prince up out of there, bro. MC Hammer. Got to get him up out of there, bro.
This nigga said no order and then put him in order.
All barrier breakers. All nexus points. Nah, bro.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer was Bonnie White says Kanye, DMX, Nas, Magnolia Shorty. You must
Twista, facts.
Got to be from Louisiana. Twista and DJ Screw.
Yeah, Twista go hard, nigga.
You're not porn ready, bro. Porn.
Hey, I found a way to get around Pornhub in Oklahoma. I can look at it now.
Then that list ready in the background, my nigga.
It is not Pornhub, bro.
It's XXX, nigga. XXX.com.
No. This is my game chat. They're calling me.
Get that porn ready, my nigga. It was sounding very diabolical. Chemical says anti-game lost the rap battle to Ye. Stop. Man, get out of here. They just be talking that dumb shit. Ain't nobody ever heard that. Greatness says Snoop, Pac, Outkast, and Scarface. All right, I like that list. I got Joe Budden over Crooked Eye. Nah. Joe was a monster, but he wasn't no Crooked Eye. TS says, Slim, I'm taking Ransom over your whole list besides him. Midwest Pat says Soulja Boy made Beyonce crank that.
Soulja Boy in that hood.
KL says my top 5: Wu-Tang, Slick Rick, Big L, Guru, and Busta. I know you over
Bust the bus, where you at? I can't scrap a lick, so I know you got your gat.
Nobody can be in my top 5 with a song named Tootsie Slide. Well, that's on y'all. That's insecurity. Ice, JJ Fish, or R. Kelly.
What?
Brian Brandon says, Beecham says, Marvin's Room got me through high school prom. Shorty tried to spin the block after college. Euphoria was the best song out of the beef. No, it wasn't.
No.
So J. Cole makes nobody's list is crazy. Get in there says my top 5 is Tupac, Lil Wayne, Nas, and Kanye West.
Only 4. Okay. They can't even count.
There's 4.
Might have been him. He might have been in his own top 5.
And me, nigga. Shit. Me.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, you was a fool, bro.
I just be having fun and enjoying life, bro.
Yeah, this shit was funny, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll probably get up in about 3 hours.
I get to sleep in tomorrow. It's late start Wednesday in Oklahoma.
Yep, 3 hours.
That means your kid get to start like 2 hours late.
And I think I got to go to I might go to the game tomorrow. So I'm gonna see what's happening with that.
They suck. What's the part? What's the point?
What do you mean? We ain't even lost the game.
Okay.
We haven't lost the game since Gay got injured.
Think he coming back?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe second round of the playoffs if they make it.
I don't know.
The playoffs is a whole different ball game. It's not even the regular NBA no more once the playoffs start.
EOS, man, don't be getting no porn, man.
Bro, stop.
Hey man, we rich in Oklahoma. They just named the our new stadium.
What's the name of the stadium?
Like Continental Arena or something like that. It's huge. We up, nigga. That's what happened when you win titles, man.
Interesting.
Get new shit. Fuck all y'all niggas. And we gonna win this year.
Yeah, okay.
Nigga, you're not. You're biased.
Okay. I said okay.
That's what it is. It's right there. Hold up. Continental Coliseum.
Man, that sounds stupid. That's a dumb name.
What's the name of y'all stadium? Y'all arena, nigga.
Ford Field, nigga.
No, I'm talking about for the Pistons.
Nigga, you already know what it is.
Something gay. Something zesty, nigga.
It's Caesar's Arena.
That sounds so dumb.
How does it sound dumb?
Some nigga with a dress on. Nigga's the name of y'all's arena, nigga.
Is that for Caesar's Palace or for like?
Yes, nigga. That little white nigga that wear the dress with a feather in his ear, nigga.
Nope. You're wrong.
It's for Little Caesar's Pizza, ain't it?
He said y'all niggas named after some pizza. It's crazy. That's funny. Yeah, we up, man. We up in Oklahoma. AD got my address. He know I don't live in Oklahoma City.
Lecrae, Hobson, J. Cole, Ludacris, T.I. Interesting. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Let me get y'all out of here. I got to get to the crib. Shout out to Rashawn, man. God bless you, bro. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
All right.
All right.